Alright, ladies and gents, as ever, my name is Shane, that's Shane's Games, and tonight we're going to be playing Resonance for the PC. This won't be our first time playing, so if you want to see how we got to where we are tonight, or check out some of the games I've played in the past, be them obscure, unusual, or nostalgic, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. But for tonight, we'll go ahead and get in the game. So a quick recap. This game centers around 4 characters that did not know each other at the start, but are now thrown together in a terrible situation. A scientist has created a whiz-bang device that could do lots of cool, neat, exciting things that also could blow up the world if misused. So we kind of got to get a hold of that to make sure somebody doesn't do that. And thus the race is on to find it before somebody else does. Excuse me, our 4 characters here are that woman you just saw, who is the daughter of the scientist. She is plagued by terrible nightmares, but also probably holds the secrets to finding the machine. We've got that fellow right there who is a investigative journalist who's investigating a very suspicious company that's collecting people's DNA. And we don't know too much more about him than that. That guy right there is a cop who got dragged into this for cop reasons, and also we're not sure if we trust him, because the investigative journalist discovered that he dropped a note that seemed to be directing his actions, which is weird here. And the last character we have, which I'll wait for him to pop up, is that guy right there, who is Ed. And Ed is the human equivalent of a dumpster fire. He's a mess. Just don't be like Ed. Ed's got to get his shit together. I don't think he's going to, though. Ed is Ed. Oh god, that's what more needs to be said. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started in that case. Classic Ed. Also Nauseum, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. So let's see, 11:34. 25, that's probably the most recent save. So where we are right now is basically we've made the decision to
we nab him, tag him, and bang.
We've made the decision to find this thing, and we've got to split up and get this done. So, basically the question here is, who do we want to start with? I don't know if there's any, I don't think there's any specific order. Oh, here we go. We've got some things here.
Hospital yesterday, anyway.
Oh,
Ray, we all have to trust each other here.
fine. I was up on the research projects floor. Something really anomalous is going on up there.
Anomalous.
It's a word.
It's a weird word, but yeah. So let's see what we got here.
2. Even with the blueprints, we're going to need some kind of information on the vault to help us figure out exactly where in the lab it might be.
Somebody had to build this vault, and it probably didn't come cheap. I have a contact at the National Credit Service. He can get anyone's financial transaction history. If we can find the guy who sold Morales the vault, maybe they can help us find it.
Alright, so that's the journalist part of this quest, is he's going to try and find the financial information. What else have we got here?
And 3, we need to figure out how to open the vault.
My uncle's last words were, "Your uncle holds the key." Besides Javi, I only had one other uncle. He's buried near my parents in All Saints Cemetery. There may be a clue about this key there. But, Ed, I'd like you to come with me.
Oh, sure thing.
Ed's got a crush on her and also is really weird and creepy about it.
Just let me know when you're ready to go.
It's the Game Gumo at the age of 34. I finally come around on Ritz crackers. They're all right. I think the trick is you got to put something between 2 of them. That's what makes it work for me. Let me caught up right here.
Is this a typical day for you, Ray?
Yeah, Ed locks his kitchen drawers. What is up with
I
that?
belong here as much as you do.
What's going on? Absolute Winamp. It does look Winamp, doesn't it? That's amazing. It's EP, you love the carrion VODs and the discussion about Muppifying them. Oh, I'm so glad you like that. Like, I was still thinking about that for days afterwards.
A first-hand
It was absolutely amazing. I'm so glad you like that.
vital in a human interest story like this.
All right, so what else have we got here?
Ray.
We've all got
1. The vault is most likely hidden somewhere inside Juno Laboratories. My guess is it's in one of the many underground tunnels. So, we'll need a blueprint of the lab.
Blueprints of all major buildings are on file in the city archives, which is in the police administration building.
All right, so that's our 3 quests right now. You get the blueprints, look up the credit history, and check the grave. So I guess since I did it in that order, let's do it in that order.
Baseball field.
I'm afraid my ball-playing days are long gone.
You're more the eat hot dogs from the bleachers type these days, huh?
Just what are you implying?
Nothing.
So yeah, let's start with that. Let's start with the cop and see if we can get those blueprints. It really whips the llama's ass. I feel so old just thinking about that. That was a long time ago, but I was definitely a Winamp guy. I love me some Winamp. If anyone's interested, remind me in Discord about this. If you want this, there is a web-based Winamp implementation that actually supports skins from the original Winamp. And you can link into it like Spotify and run Spotify through this Winamp, which is amazing. People still make custom Winamp skins? That's awesome. Oh, and Rin coming up with the link immediately. Thank you so much for that, Rin. I appreciate that. Yeah, you can still like listen to your modern music through Winamp. Kind of, mostly, which is awesome. I did love me some Winamp. That was amazing. All right, so we are going to the police administration building.
Hey, Officer Oink.
Seriously? You're still hanging on to that nickname? I ain't a rookie no more, Detective.
Still feels like yesterday, though.
Yeah. So what brings you to Admin HQ?
Working this Juno lab case. Might need the interrogation room.
Sure thing. The room's yours. Just remember, we have a couple more rules than you got down at the precinct.
I know.
I imagine that's going to be puzzle-based right there. Who would be the one human in Muppet Ghostbusters? Would it be the mayor, or would it be like the mayor's aide guy whose name I forgot at the moment? The guy that was constantly harassing them about like code violations.
Pine City Police Department, Administrative Officer.
Because that would be pretty amazing too.
How may I direct your call?
Also, might be a funny answer, Slimer as the one human. Yeah, Walter Peck, that was it, Walter Peck. He'd be a good candidate for the one human as well. Oh man, I remember those Nauseum. We had a couple people, well, I mean, my radio station where I worked in college used Winamp, which is amazing. Brad Pitt is Slimer. Oh god. That would be really good. All right, let's take a look at what we got to work with here. We got
Pine City Police Department.
this year's most wanted list. All right, so we got the wanted board over there.
I'll transfer.
We got the control panel. I prefer solving crime the old-fashioned way. A boot to the head or a thump on the ear. Wow, yeah, that's a cop, all right. It's the Officer Barry. That fine gentleman goes by the unlikely name of Officer Oinkleberry. I don't know why. Looks like I'm last in the fantasy baseball league as usual. That's the bulletin board right there. Plaque. Suspects must be accompanied to the interrogation room by a police officer. Only one suspect may be questioned at a time. Suspects may not leave the interrogation room. Now, all of that seems pretty straightforward, but I imagine that's going to be used for a puzzle later. Oh yeah, dickass! Oh god, I need to rewatch that movie. It's been a while. The door to the basement, or as we call it, the smooching room. What? A disturbing police station. Can we go to the basement? He says I'm not going down there. All right, so I guess not.
Pine City Police
We can go upstairs, see what they got up here.
How may I direct your
What is that ceiling?
training department?
What is going on up there? All right, we got the chief's office. Assistant chief's room. She's a real blowhard. More politician than police, if you ask me. We've got the interrogation room. I prefer to play bad cop. I'm not surprised. 1% for the arts.
Officers.
I suppose. Like, it's cool, don't get me wrong. I'm just not sure what it's doing in this. Like, they got wood paneling down here. Why do they have wood paneling down here and whatever this is up here? What's going on there? skins.winamp. That might have been the one I was thinking. All of yours are there. That's awesome, Kissa. Holy crap. Is this true? It's true. This man has no dick. All right, Nauseum, glad to see you as well. I hope your work stuff goes well, and I appreciate you stopping by. You take care. Now we've got the unmarked door. That's the observation room. You can see into the interrogation room through some one-way glass. And a bunch of drawers over here. We store old files in this cabinet. And dirty magazines. Ugh. All right, can we get into the... All right, so we can't get into the observation room. Can we go to the chief's office? I'm already in enough trouble without spying on the chief, too. All right, they mentioned that we can't go into the interrogation room alone for some reason, which is weird.
I'll transfer you to the district office.
Keep looking, I suppose. Ooh,
Hey, Officer Johnson.
I like that reflection in the foreground. That's really cool.
Detective, long time.
How's that girlfriend of yours?
Fiance, sir.
My consolations.
How very 1950s of you.
You meet any hot chicks recently?
He said, suspecting the answer is no very strongly.
Not really.
Didn't think so. So what brings you to the archive?
I need to get a copy of the Juno Laboratories blueprints.
Oh, that might be a problem. Usually the computer will automatically grant you access to documents relevant to a case you're working on. But some documents are marked as high security, usually Homeland Security stuff. That's probably one of them.
Oh.
But hey, we can give it a try. Okay, I found the document and requested it. Step up to the archive screen and scan your fingerprint.
All right. Access denied, target document above current security clearance, higher clearance required. Well, shoot.
I didn't think so.
All right, so there's his problem, is we need to get better clearance to be able to get access to that file right there. Yeah, very boomer right here, especially our player character right here. A certificate on the wall. Says the city archive was designated by Tortoise Security. Maybe somebody there can tell me how I can get the blueprints out of this thing. There's an address here. Are we literally gonna walk in there and be like, how I use computer? I need get in computer, you help me? Also, I just realized this is like an mechanical access to physical files? This isn't a digital database. This is like literally grabber arm that grabs these old file boxes. Wild. If I can figure out that panel, I should be able to get the information I need. See what else we got here? We got a stack of papers. That reminds me, I need to file my paperwork. Officer Johnson. Johnson, nice guy. No use in a firefight. Best on a desk. How would you know that? I could look up some interesting information on that computer, if we can't get to it. The admin cop rota for the archives duty. If they ever put me on that, I'll shoot someone. Possibly me. Ouch. Got a photo right there. Johnson's fiance, Sam. Nice girl. Knits. I think that's everything in this room. Doesn't look like we can go that way. It's a file jukebox, which is wild. Although, like, not entirely unknown to me, because I'm number one, I know from hackers that some old TV stations used to do that with VHS tapes, or the equivalent, like DAT tapes. Also, at my old work, at my old data center, we used tape drives, which is still a thing in data centers, and they worked the same way. It's a big box full of a bunch of basically big cassette tapes, and it had a mechanical arm that would grab them and move them around. Very strange. Fun to watch, though. I appreciate any tape drive companies that put a window in there. Let's see. 4M, welcome in. How are you doing today? It's a life sim. Now you have to work your way up to commissioner or councilman and president for life or something. Only then will you get super duper over the top secret security clearance. And that should only take, what, like 15 years? We could do that. Settle in, folks. Hack the Planet! Les, welcome in. How are you doing? I have seen that movie entirely too many times and will continue watching it. Yeah, you can store data on VHS tapes. Not great, though. Not great quality. Also, what was it? The Amiga that ran on, like, either the Commodore or the Amiga that used cassette tapes back in the day, I believe. All right, we got the copy room here. The copier, my eternal enemy. I always have to get Johnson to explain it to me. It takes hours. Oh God, he is a boomer. Got the fire extinguisher. When old Annie was on the desk here, we used fire extinguishers to race step office chairs down the corridor. Fun times. It does sound amazing, not very responsible, but amazing. Some guy in a hat, welcome in. How are you doing today? Commodore, thank you. That's actually before my time. Weird to say as a retro gamer, but that's like before my time. Commodore 64 had external cassette drives if you bought them. Gotcha. That's it. Got a ton of work done, worked on my game and added 3 new features. And today you went to an orthopedic doctor, got a therapeutic massage on your badly injured back. Well, I hope it helped a little. Hopefully, I'll keep my fingers crossed. Only $2. Holy crap. That's awesome, Les. Fantastic. Going at least once a week. I hope that helps. That's really awesome. All right, the last thing we have to see in here is the tech room. That's where we keep bugs, GPS trackers, spy cams, and other fun police tech. Nothing that might help me now, though, so I assume we can't go in there. Only certain officers have the key to this door, but I don't need any bugs or spy cams right now anyway. I assume we will very shortly. Can we go in the copy room? Locked. Johnson keeps the keys. Can we ask him for those? He seems friendly enough.
So how'd you get stuck right in this desk?
Everybody on the admin ladder gets their turn. I like it though. Quiet.
What do you do back here?
When document requests get approved, I pull them from the archive and send them to the mailroom. And I help with the use of the archive in the copy room. For the less technically savvy members of the force.
Like me.
And the rest of the time is mine to finish paperwork or whatever.
What are you doing now?
Finishing my master's degree online.
Really? In what?
Culinary theory.
Officer Johnson, you cook?
In theory.
All right, that was a good comeback. That was worth it. I also just ordered 2 monitor stands for your monitors because your doc said I should be looking straight at them while I work game. Yes. We took an ergonomics course at my job, and they basically said your monitor should be slightly below eye level. Otherwise, you're either tilting up or tilting down, which is not great. So, like, not dead on in front of you. It should be just a tiny bit down, which is interesting.
What can you tell me about the archive?
It stores all kinds of documents. Birth certificates, death certificates, blueprints, public employee payroll records, living wills. Every document kept on file by the city throughout history is cataloged and archived in the massive vault behind that window. The vault's automated retrieval arm will select the correct file box the document is located in, retrieve the proper document from inside, and create a copy, all within a few seconds.
It copies it too? That's so detailed.
The computer is even programmed to decide who should have access to what documents. It's light years beyond the old system.
And you know, most systems, that's wild. Oh, you never finished it. Something you might go back to sometime? Now I'm curious. Yeah, I saw the Vectrex Mini, but of course they mentioned it's not like the same, it's not an actual vector screen, but still. Very cool, very cool. All right, so...
See you later.
I forgot this was the mechanic of the game, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna drag the copy room to our short-term memory. And then when I click on him, we can drag that here to ask him about it.
Johnson, can you help me out with something in the copy room?
Sure thing.
Which button makes it go?
The green one.
But that's not the right size paper.
Then first, you press the menu button. Then select the paper size submenu. Then you have a selection for paper sizes. Select the one you want, and press that button right there. No, not that one. Alright, you change the document orientation. Press the menu button. Select the orientation submenu. No, the one with the mountain on it.
Oh God.
Next. No, that's the fax button. No one sent a fax in years. Press back. Now back to... No, you just changed the contrast. We have to set that back. Press the copy quality button. Contrast. Now move the slider back to the middle. Just drag it with your finger. No, drag it. Here, let me. Okay, now go back to the main menu.
But that's not the right size paper.
Oh God, I can't.
Press the menu button.
Thanks, Johnson.
So what I'm understanding here is I can get him away from the desk for an infinite amount of time if I need to. Good to know, good to know. Oh God, Paint Shop Pro. Will this be on the test? I think most of us here just know these things. Hey, Groshin, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope we're doing good. Yeah, unfortunately, at least in the United States, fax is never going away due to awkward loopholes in the law. Oh, the other left. Left! Third base! Also, fun story about Paint Shop Pro. As a summer job during college, I had the weirdest job I've ever worked, which was my older brother worked at a print shop, the kind where you get like business cards made or posters and stuff like that. And he got me in there for a summer job. And so I was working like, I think it was part-time, but I was working at least 20 hours or so a week. And my job, my entire job, from the time I came in till the time I left, every day for the entire summer, was just to get the files sent by customers into a sane format. Because like they had a big bank of like file formats they could work with, like JPEG and PNG and stuff like that. And we would get files in like Paint Shop Pro and Corel Draw, or just straight up like Photoshop projects, not exported, just the Photoshop project itself. And I would have to find some way, any way, they didn't particularly care how, just I had to find some way, without compromising quality of course, to get these things into a format they could use, and then I forwarded it on to the actual company to do the thing they were paid to do. What a weird job. I saw all kinds of things you would not believe. But I know, like, even back when I was doing this job, I'm like, who's still using Corel Draw? It was old back then. And yet people were still using it for business purposes. Yeah, there was some really bad PSD converters, and this was back in the days before you could go on GitHub and someone had made some crazy program to transfer anything to anything else, so it was wild. It was absolutely unhinged. Kissa, you got a fun story about fax in Germany? I'm curious now. And some guy in one of your past libraries, the copier was in the library. On the first day, teachers who'd been there more than 10 years were asking, oh no. All right, so I don't think there's anything else we can do here for right now. So we're gonna head over to that software company, I think. And we're gonna see at least what we're going to need to do over there. I suspect we're not gonna be able to solve the puzzle immediately, but we'll see, we'll see.
You finished?
For now.
Outgoing invoices had to have a digital signature. Oh God. Some German bureaucracy is now updating to the modern era by accepting, oh God. For anybody that doesn't know, in the US, they basically passed a law, particularly for medical institutions, about encryption and security, basically mandating that they had to use secure systems whenever sending private documents. And the US medical system threw a fit, and they're like, but all of us use fax machines, like it'll cost so much money to upgrade. And the law is like, well, all right, here's what we'll do. We'll put an exception in for fax machines for now. And then once you replace the fax machines, you can go to a secure document transfer system. And they passed the law, and then everyone is like, ha, psych, we're just going to keep using fax machines forever. Because the law didn't actually have a date when they were forced to stop using it. They just sort of assumed everyone would eventually. So now, yeah, especially in the medical field, they're going to be using faxes forever. Until the law changes, I suppose. Alright, Tortoise Security. See what this place is. Oh my god, it's adorable. It's adorable and I love it. Tortoise Security Inc. Ornate safe. Fancy safe. Small safe. Small safe. Hieroglyph. Some sort of paperweight? Let's see. Safe designs. Designs for some sort of machinery. Can I walk over here? Does it scroll? It does scroll a little bit. Anything over here? More safe designs. An award. Apparently these things win awards. Display case. Doohickeys and junk. He's really descriptive with this. Sweden has to switch over to the euro once they meet certain economic requirements, which they've intentionally been avoiding. Oh god, that's painful. Windows NT 4. Oh god, it's a nightmare. It's small and it's safe. Thus says Dedder. When you carry around your medical files and printer on CD-ROM because sending that shit between doctors blow up their modem. Yeah, that too. Every time I see what's running on a computer at the doctor's office, I'm appalled and disgusted. Sold. Let's see, I don't think I'll be able to kick that down, he says about that big security door in the back. All right, there's a bell on the desk, but that's probably the last thing we'll play around with. You got a security camera here. Some security panels. Several alarm systems are on the wall, probably hooked up to that camera. Right? Looks like my Granny Aunt Susie's gravestone. God rest her crazy soul. He says about the big safe in the back. Security info. I don't have time for reading that marketing mumbo jumbo. What if I click on it? Will you do it then? Oh god! Oh god! What? Oh god!
Welcome to Tortoise Security.
Oh god!
JP Tortoise at your service. Can I interest you in a new state-of-the-art custom-built home security system today?
No.
We have a special this week on document safes. They're fireproof, waterproof, and Rapture ready. For only $9.99.98, you get the DocuSafe Halo, plus I'll throw in a personal bubble alarm free of charge. What do you say?
Did he say Rapture's ready? What? How would he even know that? No one tells Shane about the computers running the vast majority of Flight Opera. Oh god, yeah, I know that too. That was how the whole Y2K thing came about. Also, near my college, there was a little armory on an island in the river and had a little drawbridge that went up and down. And my teacher informed us that the drawbridge was controlled by a computer that was running on Fortran. And whenever the guy running that computer retired, like, they'd have to find some guy that knew Fortran. And basically, if you were that guy, they'd pay you any price. Because, like, they're not going to find a lot of people that know that. Oh, yeah, I'm in a doctor's office. Disgusting. I would change doctors immediately if I saw my doctor using one. I saw his eye thing. I'm like, is that a jeweler's lens or is he a cyborg? I'm very curious.
I imagine the security business is doing pretty well for you.
Business is doing very well. My custom-built security systems are in major buildings and corporations all over AC. In fact, I've been having trouble keeping up with all the work that's come my way. I'd hire someone else, but, well, there's no one else who can work the magic like me.
Sure.
Oh god, I probably should have grabbed the system before I left the police office so I could ask him about it. Forgot about that.
I guess you really love your work, huh?
It's very profitable.
But making money ain't all there is to it, yeah?
Well, to tell you the truth, it is kind of tiring. Making high-tech security systems, alarms, and biometric scanners certainly pays the bills. But my real love is making ornate safes and puzzle boxes. It's an elegant art, one that doesn't really get appreciated around here. My masterpiece, the wooden safe on the table over there, has been collecting dust for weeks now.
That seems like a hint.
But hey, I suppose I should just be happy I can pay the bills, right?
That definitely seems like a hint. Oh, we can ask him about the Rapture Ready thing. Board James, you have a good rest. Thanks for stopping by. Oh god, the way the US banking systems works makes me so angry. The ACH clearinghouses, I hate this. Let's see. Did he get rid of the snooping conspiracy nut investigator? He's now officially joined us, and as a matter of fact, he found something interesting he hasn't mentioned to the rest of the group. When we were talking to him last time at the very end of the stream, he saw the cop drop an envelope accidentally out of his pocket. And he picked it up and he saw it was a list of instructions, and one of the instructions was, the reporter knows something, get rid of him. And we weren't able to read any more before the cop snatched it out of his hands, but now, so the reporter's the only one that saw that, he hasn't told anyone, and he's now wondering if we can trust this cop. We're not sure, we're not sure. OS2 warp, Jesus.
What makes a safe Rapture Ready?
Excellent question.
I'm glad you asked.
Oh no.
Each safe is fitted with a self-destruct mechanism connected to a wireless transmitter. If and when the rapture comes to pass, a licensed blasphemer will trigger the mechanism, destroying all your documents.
Licensed blasphemer. New career path found.
You wouldn't want all them left-behind heathens going through your personal effects now, would you?
Oh no, of course, big concern of mine.
The Rapture service plan comes at a low $29.99 per month.
Only $30 a month, what a steal.
So, can I sign you up?
Does that actually work on people?
You'd be surprised.
I would not, and that is depressing.
I already am.
Okay. What a service. Yeah, he's still running free, unfortunately. What is going on in this world? I believe it takes place in a fake city, so we don't know where in the world this is happening. Still cheaper than Netflix somehow. Oh yeah, Windows XP is still in a lot of embedded systems, like airport terminals or those airport screens, stuff like that. Yeah, job security for life. As long as you can find the people that need you, they'll pay any money.
What's a personal bubble alarm?
It's a new invention of mine. Using a combination of sonar and magnetic field disruption, it detects when someone has entered a radius of 4 feet from your person. An automated alarm then notifies the intruder that they have invaded your personal space.
Tell me you haven't sold many of those.
Not yet, but I'm counting on the word spreading around the social anxiety disorder communities.
Well,
Thanks.
all right. So he wanted us to look at this ornate safe. And also we need to go back to the police station to put the console in our short-term memory to ask about it. Your work has COBOL systems. Oh God. Is there somebody there that works on them, or do you just hope nothing breaks? This box has 4 sides. Which one should I take a look at? Blue. All right. So I can slide this thing. Ooh, but not everywhere. Interesting. Oh, no, I can't slide it everywhere. I got it. Wait, did I? What? Did I accidentally brute force that puzzle, or was the solution something to do with that place I couldn't go past? Like, was it just there was something you had to do with that spot I couldn't go through, or did I just completely accidentally that puzzle? Well, now I'm going to try the next one. I just have to look for somewhere I can't. Oh, yeah, there's something somewhere I can't go there. And somewhere I can't go there. Alright, so... Can't go that way either. That's weird. Very interesting. Ooh. There is more going on here than meets the eye. Brute force, best force, I guess. System works, don't touch it, you'll break it. That's fair, that's fair. Seems to be some mechanisms inside the puzzle box, but I can't see inside. Well, of course we don't have X-ray vision. How are we supposed to do that? JP Tortoise, he owns this place. Alright, so I'm supposed to find some way to look into there. We might be able to go back there later. Yeah, steal his eye thing? We're assuming that is some sort of cyborg thing now, I assume. Is that what we're assuming? Have faith in your own innate ability, somehow. Like, I figured out there was a stuck place there, and then I moved to the stuck place. That was pretty cool. I best forced it. I did think that was the Hellraiser box when I first saw it, and that is very concerning. Alright, so... I still can't get into the tech room. I was wondering if there was something there I could use to peek in there. Alright, so we're going to drag the city archives to our short-term memory, and then head back over there. I got a day off today because of the holiday then, will call. Then, happy Labor Day to you. I hope you have a great chill day. I have the day off too, but only because it's my normal day off. Unfortunately, in the data center world, there is no such thing as a true holiday because they've got 24/7, 365 coverage. So there's always got to be somebody working. It just happens to not be me today.
Welcome back. Perhaps I can tempt you with a new keyless combo-less padlock. Once you lock it onto something, it'll never come off.
Why would I want that?
Ever.
Why would I want that?
Did you design the city archive system?
Yes. One of my earlier works. It's the greatest digital and physical cleanroom document storage in the history of mankind.
It honestly is impressive.
I need you to tell me how I can access documents above my security clearance. Police business.
What? No. Even if it was police business, I couldn't do that without a warrant.
Damn, I definitely can't get a warrant. We're way off the books on this one.
Why should I?
Because... show him the badge!
You'll help me because of this badge.
Yeah!
Not without a court order, I won't.
No!
You have no authority to order me to do something illegal.
Damn it! I showed him the badge, it didn't work. Oh, I'm considering showing him the gun. I'm gonna save before I do that. That seems like a terrible idea. Absolutely awful.
Thanks.
Save game. Like, I'm still gonna do it, but that seems like a really bad idea. Yeah, we'll save over this one.
I am
You can't show me, then maybe. But until. No, I don't give out confidential information on my security systems. Especially.
Damn, I can't involve the rest of the department on this. Warrant's out of the question. Better come up with some other way convincing him. Show him the gun! That's not the proof I need. Damn it. That does not work, unfortunately. Can I use in a pursuit to be like, there's someone in terrible danger?
You can't show then. But no, I don't.
Is that a thing, maybe? No, alright. So I probably don't have what I need yet.
Thanks.
Alright, so we've got what we need to do here. Which is, we need to find some way of convincing him, and I don't think we have that right now. Also, like, he might be impressed if we got inside that box, but we don't have what we need to get inside there either. No respect for abuse of authority. Tragic. Rigged! Badge no work. Why badge no work? Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to leave him here for right now. And what we'll do instead... Oh, wait, can we ring the bell again while he's already out here?
Why do people insist on doing that?
Because it was funny in the X-Files.
I'm right here, you know. I'm right.
Still one of my absolute favorite gags. Alright, so yeah. Let's just move over to our next quest right here, which we're going to do the investigative reporter. And what is his part here? Getting the financial information. So, hey Geek Boy, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. We're headed to National Credit Systems. The rows of cubicles fill the floor of this building, like rows of corn in an endless cornfield. I could totally be a novelist. He's very dramatic. We've got one of those back at the Star. Old school. Old school water cooler. Those are really nice. I appreciate offices that have those. I assume we're going in there behind the red curtain for some reason. Strange. Oh, it just leaves. Alright. Yeah, not much to see here then. Ozzy likes to be in his own little world when working. Oh god, this guy's gonna be a problem, isn't he?
You in there, Ozzy?
Behold, the great and powerful Oz.
Oh god!
Stuck? Oh, god damn it. Come on. There we go. Behold! Oh, I already said that. Tin Man!
Hey, Ozzy.
I was wondering when you'd come and see me.
I've known this man for 30 seconds and he's already exhausting. Let's see, Geek Boy chest is healing well and you've walked a couple times. Excellent, excellent. Moving in the right direction then, that is good to see.
Long time no see, Ozzy.
No kidding. I haven't seen you since that thing we did regarding that person.
Yeah, that was something, wasn't it?
I thought you had forgotten about your old pal, the wizard.
I never forget my friends. So, you got some new digs, huh?
Yeah, when the government reorganized our agency, I didn't know where I'd wind up. But here I am. New building, new cubicle, new cavalcade of red tape and bureaucracy. Same old grind.
Are you still managing financial record databases?
The largest in the world.
Excellent. Still connected then.
Where are you going with this, Ray?
Well, now that you asked.
Are we okay to talk here?
Just keep your voice down.
I need another one of your little favors. I need the financial records of a man who recently died, Dr. Javier Morales.
Well, that's going to be a problem.
It's never been a problem before.
It's this new government agency. It's a horse of a different color, man.
Like, with the Oz jokes again?
I need two things to get anyone's records. First, I need his FTTN.
What's that?
That's new too. Financial Transaction Tracking Number. Everyone in the country has one. Even foreigners entering the country or doing any business within the states get one.
Is it like a social security number?
Yeah, kind of. It helps the government track the flow of dollars around the globe. The trouble is, no one knows your FTTN except certain agencies with access.
Meaning you.
Nope, not even I can look up someone's FTTN.
So how do I find it?
I don't know, man. But if you get it, I can pull his records for you, no problem.
What was the second thing?
What?
You said you needed two things.
Oh, yeah, and $10,000.
What?
$10,000?
Shh! Yes, I sold my car for $10,000.
Dude, sorry. That's a pretty steep price hike since the last time.
Well, last time the agency didn't have the oppressive oversight and security that it has now. I'm telling you, this new reorganization is really busting my buttons.
But you can get around all the security?
I can, but I need to be adequately compensated for the risk I'm taking on.
No discounts for a friend of the wizard? If ever a whiz there was.
Because I seriously need that money. God damn it. Okay, Ozzy needs his quiet time now.
Well,
No.
definitely going to be a problem. What the hell was that? Empty pill bottle. I'm not going to judge, but can we learn? Let's see. An empty prescription bottle for a drug called Comfosil. Comfosil. And it's definitely not Nazi's name. Alright, interesting. Why do we have a subway map? Oh, alright. That's basically our map that we're using here. Alright, we got the stuff we had last stream too, so nothing weird there. Alright. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, maybe the cop could get the FTTN. Let's see if we can go ask him about that. Yeah, cotton swabs were for a puzzle involving a DNA scanner in the first part. Copium? He decked out his entire cubicle, including Yellowbrick Road, just played praises and melt. I'm melting.
Yo, detective.
Yeah?
Alright. No, apparently we don't need to ask him about that. I switch to the detective here.
See ya.
Yeah, he doesn't know about the Aussie thing. So, I thought I could ask him about it somehow.
I need two things. First, I need his FTTN, financial transaction tracking number. Oh, yeah.
Alright, so that's just a reminder for us, more or less. Alright, interesting. So what locations do we have? We haven't really gone over that today. We've got Ed's apartment, which is a dump. We've got the Juno Laboratories. We've got the baseball field, where everyone's hanging out right now. We've got Anna's apartment. We've got the hospital. We've got the police administration building, National Credit Systems, and Tortoise Security. While we're here, what happens if Ed looks at the safe? Alright, no, he doesn't have anything special to do there. Okay, this is gonna be a little tricky, but I think before we get too far, let's try the last leg of this puzzle, the gravestone. Let's take control of her. Is there anything to see here? There is not. So she wanted Ed to come with, so
Excuse me, Ed.
Hi.
we'll ask him to follow us.
Come with me, please.
Yeah, okay.
And then we will go check out the gravesite and see what's going on there. I guess? Or maybe we don't know where that is. Doesn't seem to be anything on the map for that, actually. Unusual. Check again, see if there's something we're missing.
And 3.
My uncle's last, besides Javi, he's buried near my parents in All Saints Cemetery. There may be a clue about, but Ed?
Oh, just let me know when you're ready.
Oh, do we need to tell him we're ready to go, or?
Hey,
Hey,
what do you think we should...
you mentioned something about going to the...
Yes,
I'm ready when you are.
Alright, no, he seems cool. I don't see a cemetery here, though. Do I have to find where the cemetery is? All right, what if I control Ed? Does he know where they are?
And it's,
My
I mean, he
uncle-
can see the same vision right
But
there.
Ed,
oh, just
Let's see. Doesn't really have too much else different going on here. No, Ed doesn't have it on there either. Strange. Can Anna go back to her apartment? Is there anything to do there? Maybe? I can't go back to my apartment yet. It just doesn't feel safe. Yeah, someone did try to murder us last time we were there, so you know that seems fair. That does seem fair. All right, let's switch back to the cop for right now. See if he can get us any of the information we need. We're gonna head back to the police station right now. Yeah, it's so gross. He's absolutely the worst. All right. So we'll head over here. And can you ask Officer Johnson any of these questions we need to do? Oh, he doesn't even have the ability to ask about the gravestone. That sucks. You ask him about the financial information? No, apparently not. We already asked him about the blueprint. Ask him about the blackout?
What was the blackout like here?
It was chaos here. We were so short-staffed I had to go out on patrol.
Must be nice to get to do real cop stuff for once.
Frankly, I prefer my desk.
Relatable. So what happens if we ask him about the blueprint?
So what do I have to do to get that blueprint? It might be important for my case.
There's a multi-step application process. I can give you the paperwork.
How long does the process take?
In cases where Homeland Security has put a lock on a document, a month. Should I get the application paperwork for you?
Don't bother.
Yeah, no, it's too long.
See you later.
Let's see, I don't want any more paperwork than I already have. Fair. All right. So, I know how to get him away from his desk, but I don't know that we need to do that yet. But that is the thing we can do. What happens if we just try to use the archive computer? I need to distract Johnson somehow. Alright, even if we got into the archive computer, I don't know that we could make much use of it with what we've got right now. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Can't go into the tech room because for some reason we don't have any reason to go in there right now. Alright. Heck of a typo there, Punisher.
For now.
Alright, what happens if we talk to this guy over
Hey,
here?
Barry.
What can I do for you, Detective?
Pretty quiet around here.
Yeah, well, not everybody has it as cushy as you. Picking your own cases.
Seniority, Barry. Seniority.
It's been pretty busy since the blackout yesterday. Everybody's out protecting and serving.
Any leads on what caused that blackout yesterday?
I heard Stanford's following up on some suspected Islamic radicals.
Terrorists?
He thinks they might have had one of those EMP bombs. Chief's wasting most of the 4th and 5th precincts tracking them.
You don't think these are the guys?
Between you and me?
Yeah.
Aliens.
Aliens.
Precursor to invasion. I read it on this website I visit.
All right. Well, you follow up on that lead. Keep me updated, will you?
Sure thing. I'm just messing with you.
You better be.
He better be. Oh god, alright,
Carry on.
You're fucking raging at that one, oh no. Hey, Folos! Chicken tendies all cooked up. Time to sit back, eat tendies, and watch some stuff get clicked on. Hell yes! So I'm really confused why I don't know where the cemetery is. Alright, so what does she have in her inventory? She's got the journal, the coin, and the hospital ID badge. And that is about it. Oh yeah, we got that cipher. Oh yeah, she's got a lot of stuff here. Holy crap. She's got a lot of memories. We had that cipher we found last time.
If you use the key we just made to decode the message...
Anna Angel, I got it!
There you go. You'll be a cryptologist in no time.
Now I'm gonna write your name in code, Uncle Javi.
And did we already decode the journal? I don't remember. Oh god. That is a lot of text. It's literally 38 pages, Jesus Christ. Alright. So we probably have to get that decoded, but like she knows the code, so can we combine her memory of the cipher? No. Can we combine the journal? No. What happens if we inspect it? Like... What is the point of clicking on stuff? Like she knows the cipher. So how do we get it translated is the question. How do we apply that knowledge that we have there? We have to go dumpster diving at the hospital? Oh god. Got her hospital ID right there. Like, they show the cipher, and also I know this. Like, we're not supposed to do this, are we?
I'm gonna write your name in code, Uncle Javi.
Let me just check something out. Let me just check something out real quick. So we'll go back to page 1. Oh, I got EP. I'll get to that in just a second. Let me get this thought out first. So that's A right there. I know it is. Ah! I can actually type in the... Oh, God. All right. So, yeah. I don't know if this is... I don't know if the game requires outside knowledge, but also, like, I literally know this cipher. So, let's apply some outside knowledge, shall we? But first, EP, or hang on, before that, Gamagumo, you're taking off. Thanks for hanging around with us, Gamagumo. You take care of yourself, and we will see you around. What cipher is this? This is, I've always called it Pigpen. I believe that's what it's usually called. It is a cipher I learned back in grade school, and I was literally encoding stuff with this back in grade school. It's very simple. All you need to do to decode it is you take a piece of paper, you draw a hash symbol, then an X, then another hash symbol, then another X. And in the second ones, the second hash symbol and the second X, you put a dot inside each quadrant. And then what it is the first quadrant of the first hash sign where it's like a backwards L, that's A. And then the second part of the hash sign where it's like a U, that's B. Third part where it's just an L, that's C. And then so on. And then you fill out the hash sign, you fill out the 4 parts of the X. Then for the second one, it's those same symbols, but with a dot in them. Very simple, great to teach to small children because it's very easy to figure out. And so yeah, I did this all the time in grade school, so I just happen to know this cipher off the top of my head. And EP, you have redeemed Invest in a Harvester sequel. There should definitely be some ciphers and codes in that. I think what we'll do is we'll have, just to really challenge some people, we'll have like a book cipher, which is an interesting type of cipher where the key will actually be a passage on a specific page in a book. So like anyone that wanted to decode it would have to actually have a copy of that book. Now, what book would that be? Why, of course, the Harvester 2 Strategy Guide, available for sale from me for $50. So if you want to solve that puzzle, pony up the cash. I mean, you don't have to. Obviously, you need to solve it to progress, but like, you don't have to. You can just not beat the game, right? It's fine. It's fine. It'll be a great money-making venture. Everybody will love it. Very unique. Let's see. Link on Discord to the Wikipedia article. Thank you for that, Kiss. I appreciate that. And Simdust, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. Shane was out here decoding mysteries. I was a very nerdy child. You can't make it too easy. Oh no, you gotta challenge these people. Really make it something interesting. Alright, so we got that right there. I can't believe this is a cipher I just happened to know off the top of my head. We got B there. Let's see. Let's see if I can find... that looks like an E. Let's see, I'm basically trying to do this in my head. So that'd be an F right there, right? Yeah, there we go. Let's see, A, B, C, D. We have a G. We got a G right here. So upside down U, that'd be H. And do we have an I? We've got an I think. Maybe. Is any of this making sense, maybe? I hope. Let's see, A, B, C, D, F, H, I. All right, so J, do we have a J? I don't know if I see one here. Not a letter that you used. Oh, right here. It should be J. And then K would be, that's an L right there. Yeah, it's nice that it plugs in all the symbols at once. I really appreciate that. This would be kind of a nightmare otherwise. Requires you to dunk the page in, oh, Star Tropic style. Yeah, destroy your manual to get the code. That was intentional too, as a anti-copyright or as a copyright protection. Someone was uploading the Harvester 2 guide to the Internet Archive. Where are they? Give me their home address. I'll sort that out. All right, so let's see, A, B, C, D. You know, I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write this down because I'm going to need to figure this out anyway. And if you folks want to see what I'm talking about, I can just put it on a piece of paper. That's a technology I have. Paper. Paper for showing you folks the code. In case you ever want to do Pigpen for yourself. So easy. D, E, F, G, H, I. Of course, my handwriting, as always, is terrible. J, K, L, M. All right. N, O, E, U, R, S, T, B, W, X, Y. All right. It'll be backwards, of course, in the camera, but that is Pigpen right there. So the first set is just the empty characters, and the second set has a dot in them. Although it looks like for the triangle ones, they have closed triangles instead of open triangles, instead of dots, I should say. So that's easy enough. It's a reasonable change. I had a Call of Cthulhu game that had a cipher and a letter, and after a bit I realized it was just Rot 13. If you read this, roll sanity. So I rolled sanity. The GM was like, "What are you doing?" The letter. You're the first person to do that. Well, don't put it in a known cipher then. cripes. All right, so let's see. Is this actually like? Oh no, this doesn't look like it makes sense. I don't know that this makes sense. So no, because these are supposed to be cues. Ooh. No, so there must be an additional wrinkle here, is what I'm seeing. It's not just straight up Pigpen. Because this does not make any sense as straight up Pigpen. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense as a cue, so... No, I think there's probably more to this code than meets the eye. So basically, they've got protection against someone just going, I know Pigpen. Is what I'm seeing here. All right, we'll come back to that later then. Oh wait, did I have something wrong there? That Q would not be right. On my sheet, it's shown as Q, unless I have it wrong. Yeah, the first word is obviously I am, except that doesn't correspond to what I'd think would be I am on my sheet here. So, like, we could try, like, brute forcing the code breaking here, but, like, I suspect the game doesn't actually want us to do that. All right, we got the coin there, lucky coin. All right, so yeah, we're back to the question of where the hell is the graveyard? Can we ask him where the graveyard is? Let's do that.
What's up?
Does he know where the graveyard is?
Ed, I'm ready to go to the cemetery now.
Oh, all right. There we go. There we go.
All right, let's go.
Oh, I had to ask him about it. Maybe it's just oh God. If it's Pigpen in Spanish, I'm going to have problems.
I haven't been here in a long time.
Yeah, it's Pigpen with an additional cipher layer, so that's going to be complicated. Pigpen deception. Boom. Get time to shoot it. The cop guy does have a gun, so, you know, maybe there's that.
These are my parents.
I didn't know they were here, too.
My mother died when I was a young girl. After that, everything was different. My father started drinking. I was so scared of him. I try not to think about those days. A year after my mother's death, he fell down our basement stairs and broke his neck.
Jeez.
Anna.
Hell of a way to go.
I hoped that I could live with Uncle Javi. I was very close to him, but he disappeared from my life after my father died. I was raised by my grandparents. My father and Uncle Javi had one other brother, Angelo. Here he is. He died before I was born. I don't even know much about him.
Was his middle name Key?
No, it was Ray. The stone is worn.
Could that be the clue? Your uncle holds the key?
I don't know.
Well, it's all we've got. We'll have to figure it out by the time we get to the vault.
Ed, thank you for coming here with me.
You're welcome. We should go.
What? I thought we were solving a puzzle! What was the point of that scene?
Thanks for trusting me enough to take me. It means a lot.
It felt good to finally talk about my family with someone.
What was the point of that scene? I didn't even get any new memories from that. What was the point of that scene? Oh, I don't even have the... Do I not even have the memory about going to the graveyard anymore? What the fuck? What was the point of that scene? Alright, so we can load that up. Actually, let me check one thing, because I really want to know this. Which is, can I delete letters? I can, thank goodness. Alright. I'm just going to go through and delete all that stuff I put in there, because that does not seem to be correct. And I don't want that messing me up down the line. There we go. Puzzle blocked. He's this close to digging a moat around her and making her his territory. He's so creepy. Part of getting Ed out of the friend zone. Put him back. Put him back.
And so, if you... There you'll be a...
We've still got that memory. We don't really have anything to combine it with. Unless we can combine that. No, you can't combine that with anything. Shoot. We switch to Ed here. He doesn't really have anything else either. Well, crap. Like, I've got a theory here, but again, I feel like the game wants me to do something else first. And I'm just trying to figure out how they want me to do this. Alright, is the graveyard on the map now? Can I just go there? What if I want to now? No! No, I can't! What was the point of that? So weird. Yeah, the letter does seem like it starts with Dear Anna. I guess we could, there's things we could use to figure this out, but I don't know if the game wants us to do that. Or if there's something else we're supposed to be doing here. I'm really tempted to just try that, though. Yeah, the game lets me do it, so there is that. All right, let's at least take a look at this. So I'm going to draw a line in my paper here. We're going to start a second Pigpen note. We start a second Pigpen note, and so let's assume this word right here is Anna. A-N-N-A. Let's assume that. And so I'm going to fill that in on my note. So the A is the same place it's supposed to be in the original. But the N isn't where I'd expect it to be. N doesn't make a ton of sense there. Brute force everything! I'm very tempted to. Hey, Shenanigans, welcome in. How are you doing today? I may be overthinking this. Very possible. So let's see. Let me check something. ABC. No, that doesn't make sense. No, I'm not sure the logic of that is the thing. I don't know why the N is there. That's not where the N goes in the Pigpen I'm familiar with. Let's see. Also, the A where deer is. Oh, yeah. If that's deer, then... If that's deer, then that's not an A there. That should be an A. So yeah, there's something else going on here, and I don't think we have what we need to get that solved yet. 38-page puzzle for the brainiacs of the family. I suppose there is one thing we can try. If it's your uncle holds the key, and on the grave, what's supposed to be an R instead is a K, we could do that. So what if the R in the original puzzle is actually a K, and then we work from there? A, L, M, N. I don't think this is going to work, but I want to check it out real quick. E, U, R, S. And then we start over. E, U, B, W, X, Z. And then we start the alphabet over. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. All right. And so we have a cipher that replaces the position of R with the position of K. Yeah, there could be multiple values, but that's definitely a cipher we're not going to be brute forcing if that's the case. So if this cipher works like that, then that would mean that this first word is TJJT. So it's not that either. We checked. It's not that. Jesus Christ. No, not remotely. Okay. We did check though. Not a word I'm familiar with there. Okay. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it might not just be Dear Anna, but it's definitely not TJJT. So it's not that. All right, here. Let's take another swing here. So the guy at Tortoise Security, he likes puzzles. Maybe we can ask him about that. Or we can ask him about it, and he'll be like, "Oh yes."
Security. JP Tortoise at your service. We also have if you can crack it, you can have it.
Oh, all right.
We're up to 5% off.
Damn it. All right, so can I show him the journal?
Does this code look familiar to you?
Could be a letter substitution cipher. That's pretty common. Also pretty easy to crack given enough time. I prefer keeping things under lock and key myself.
All right. So he thinks it's a letter substitution cipher as well. And pretty easy to crack. So there's that. All right. All right, let's see what items we have available to us here.
Thank you.
So Anna's got her lucky coin, Morales' journal, and the hospital ID badge. Ed over at the baseball field has the screwdriver and duct tape. Mr. Copman has his credit card, his detective badge, and his gun. And our investigative reporter dude has the empty pill bottle, the subway map, the anti-war file, the cotton swabs, his smartphone, and his password cracker. That could come in handy now that I'm thinking about it. Might have something to do with that. Is there anything we can do with his smartphone right now? Let's check his memos. Goals 1, this is from when you originally met him. So that one's already done. Goals 2. Number 1, integrate myself into the group. Well, that sounds creepy when you put it like that. Number 2, acquire blueprints of Juno Labs. Number 3, take group to NCS to meet Ozzy, get Morales' financial records. I'm supposed to take the group there? Find Morales' FTTN, bribe Ozzy, investigate Anna's other uncle's grave, which apparently is done already. All right. Well, let's try this. Let's grab the cop. I don't know where I left him. Step 1, plan crime. Step 2, hide plans for crime. Step 3, do not leave records of crime. Yeah, we haven't uncovered any of the cipher. It looked like it was just Pigpen, but when I tried to translate it as if it was Pigpen, that didn't work. So I tried assuming it was a cipher based on what Anna saw at her uncle's grave, and that didn't work either. I'm thinking the game doesn't want me to do that right now. I think we're supposed to come back to that later. So we're gonna hold off on that for the moment, I think. All right, so Ray,
What's up?
follow me.
Come with me.
After you.
So we're gonna take Ray down to the station, and we're gonna see if there's any way we can get Ray over to the computer somewhere. Over the computer over there, I think.
Going up, detective?
Yep. I'm bringing Ray here up to the interrogation room.
Full name?
Raymond Abbott.
The journalist? I loved your piece on invasive ground squirrel species affecting the local rodentia population.
Can we...
Sorry, I tend to rebel when I meet famous people. Go on up. And remember, Mr. Abbott must stay in the interrogation room at all times.
That's gonna be complicated, but we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Can you run it like a regular substitution cipher?
The records archive is just down the hallway. We'll have to do some reconnaissance. Remember, you're not supposed to be wandering around up here. Don't be seen.
That's what I tried originally. I used a standard Pigpen cipher and it didn't work. And then I tried a cipher using the clue they gave with the grave and that didn't work either. So I think we're supposed to come back later. All right, so he won't let me go in that door there. Now, can Ray pop out of the room without being seen? Let's check that out first.
Excuse me, you need to stay in the interrogation room.
All right, so he's watching me like a hawk there. I know before he was periodically taking calls. Can I wait until he takes a call? Yes.
I believe I explained the rules.
God damn it.
Let's go back to the interrogation room.
That sort of worked. Can I wait until he starts talking, maybe? It started to work there. Come on. Wait for it. Damn it! All right, what if we have the cop guy help him out a little bit? Have cop guy head downstairs and see if we can distract him. Oh no, Ray has to come with if we go downstairs. Damn it! All right.
You finished?
Gotcha.
For now.
Going up.
Yep. I'm bringing...
Go on up, and remember...
I can't count the number...
And I can't count the number of times you've needed to be reminded.
All right. We go in there, and cop dude still can't go in the unmarked door for some reason. That's where the cops sit to watch the suspect go crazy and crack under the strain. At least that's how it works in the movies. Well... Hey, Abstractism, good morning. Hope you're doing well. There we go! Alright, we got past... But I don't think we were supposed to do it in that order now that I'm thinking about it. Guess it's where they keep tech. Locked up. Alright, so I don't think we're supposed to do that just yet, so I'm going to have to send him back, unfortunately.
Hey.
Yeah, then he gets mad. Alright. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to switch to the cop guy first. And we're going to send him over here. And we're going to have him take Johnson into the copy room to distract him, because I don't want Johnson seeing us when he goes to the copy room. Shoot the fire extinguisher! Oh god! And yes, I hope everyone who's got Labor Day off today is having a nice relaxing day. Alright, so we've still got to the copy room in our short-term memory, so let's talk to Johnson. And ask him about the copy room.
Johnson, can you help me out with something in the copy room?
Sure thing.
You sound so excited.
Which button makes it go?
The green one.
But that's not the right size paper.
Then first...
We switch to Ray.
Hey, back...
Ah. I don't know if it's luck or if there's something I gotta wait for him to do when he gets on that phone. Come on, there we go. Alright, that worked.
But that's not the right size paper.
Alright.
Then first...
So now we go over to the computer over
Then
here.
select the paper size submenu. Then you have a selection for paper size.
See what we got. Alright, so there is a little password screen right there, but I don't see a USB port anywhere for us to put in our password cracker, unfortunately.
But that's not the right size paper.
No, we need his password. Shoot. Alright.
Then select...
How about over here? Can we look at the city archives?
You have a selection for paper size.
No, nothing to see there either.
Press that button right there.
Well, we're not getting his password if we don't... Oh, there is a slot down there. It's very hard to see, but it is down there. Alright, so we can drop the password cracker in the slot right there. I can't get in there. Why not? This is a USB slot. There we go. Run passcrack.exe, checking username. Username P. Johnson is valid. Cracking password. Password is... Samantha. Alright. The name of his fiance, fair enough. Alright, recent documents. Junilab Blueprints T31. Alright. That's the document number we need, is T31. Gotcha. There might have been a cover on it, yeah. Alright, new document search. Enter a security code. Gotta be a digital code, right? Can't use password cracker for this, I don't imagine. Oh, the cover's back on the slot. And it's not accessible, so no. It's a 4-digit code. And we don't have that, unfortunately. Shoot. Alright, so we got this far, but we can't get any farther right now, I don't think. Oh yeah, I have to flip it a couple times before you can get in there. 69,420! Well, shoot. Let's take a look around.
Then first, you press the menu button. Then select the paper size submenu.
Anything else we can look at over here?
Paper sizes. Select
Not really.
press that button.
Like Johnson Holidays at the Ardines.
That one. Alright, you change
Archive officer shifts. I don't think I could pull my old shift changing trick. Officer Johnson here seems to be pulling a double shift.
the mountain on it. Next.
Stack of forms and papers. Doesn't look relevant.
No one sent a fax in years. Press back.
I'd estimate there's a high chance that panel controls access to the city archives.
You have to set that back. Press the copy quality button.
Alright, and there's no access anywhere here? No. Definitely not. Shoot.
No, drag it. Here, let me. Okay, now go back.
Alright,
The right size paper. Then first,
check the old smartphone, see if there's anything new there now. There is not. Do I have any new emails? I don't. I still love that it has a little setup right there. Oh, a new word of the day. Pangendrum. A pompous, self-imported official or person of rank. Pangendrum. I've never heard that word before. It is completely new to me. Okay, so yeah, nothing we can do there. Well, shoot, we need some way to get that security code. What is Bennett's letter? I don't remember what that was. Oh, that's the letter that the cop dropped.
Hey, gift that's
It was very suspicious. Forgot that his name was Bennett. All right. Am I Pangendrum? Am I even pronouncing that right? I don't know. When I looked in the DNA database, was there any sort of codes? Oh, there's FTTNs in the database. I forgot about that. So, if I could get some of his DNA, then I could potentially.
Just drag it with your finger.
Then I could potentially get his FTTN from that. All right, that's something. So let's switch back to Cop Dude for right now, since we're not able to get into that computer anyway.
Paper. Thanks, Johnson.
That looks so painful. Shane could be Pangendrum if you want. I probably. It's a road I could walk. I choose not to, but yeah, I could. I could. All right, so let's head downstairs.
You finished?
For now.
All right, we're gonna switch to Ray now. We're gonna have him head to the baseball fields. No, where's Anna? Is she at she's at the security place, right? Yeah.
Hey, Anna.
What can I do for you?
Can I give her some cotton swabs?
Here you go.
Sure.
All right, so I can transfer items between people. So Ray no longer has the cotton swabs. She does. So I believe he's still the dead guy is still at the hospital. Can we pop in there and get a DNA sample? Is the next question. A little bit long for a username handle though. Yeah, I suspect most systems would get real angry about that. All right, what do we got going on out here is the next question. The workmen who were fixing the roof watched that TV set on breaks. They have a TV outside? Outdoor TV? That's weird. A door to the building site elevator. Need to go there at some point? No, just go in the front door for right now. Alright. We have the morgue, administrative, research projects, corporate and government partner office. Got the ICU, the lobby exit, the ambulance bay. For patient rooms, use north elevator. We probably want to go to the morgue, but it has a concerning yellow light there. Do we have to use her hospital badge? On the card reader? There we go. So she can use her badge to access the morgue. There we go.
Irina.
There's a Celtic folk band called Pangendrum. Very interesting.
Anna. Oh, Anna.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they're in the middle of some stuff.
You don't want to be up here.
Yeah, no, I really don't. That's horrifying. Oh, God. Well, there's most of my uncle on the table there. Not all of him, but all that's left of him after the horrible science experiment that took his life. Oh, God. I like the little trickle of blood at the end of the table, too. Grisly.
It's all right, Irina.
But
Please,
I was just finishing the post-mortem and death cert.
Did you find anything?
Nothing conclusive. The limbs were removed with precise cuts.
More or less.
Not like the kind of wounds you usually see from an explosion.
Really weird, really precise explosion.
No laceration or tearing of the flesh at all. Straight through the bone as well. And the wounds were instantly cauterized.
So he was killed by a lightsaber, you're saying?
If I hadn't seen the photos, I'd guess it was some sort of powerful laser. He would have survived if his movements hadn't opened up the wounds, resulting in massive blood loss.
Death by flailing. Ah, I see it too often.
Really exciting stuff.
Don't! Did she forget who she's talking to for a second?
Or, you know.
She did, as a matter of fact?
Are you hungry?
Yeah, staring at my beloved uncle's corpse makes me famished. Want to get some ground beef?
I was just gonna go down to the mess and grab a bite. Actually, why don't I go? You probably need some time alone.
For puzzle solving, of course. I mean, you know, for memorializing.
Thank you.
Anna, I'm really sorry.
About the thing you just said? You should be. Ooh, follows. That sounds nice. Yeah, I could go for some ground beef. Uncle Javi's death certificate. Alright, so we've got that. I've signed hundreds of death certificates. Every one feels like a failure. This one more than any other. I miss you, Uncle Javi. Alright, so we don't have anything to do with that yet, but we've got it if we need it. Nothing else to see in here aside from Uncle Javi.
So, Uncle Javi, it's hard to know what to say. In some ways, I was closer to you than I was to my own father. But then Mother died, Father died, and you, well, you left me too. You came back into my life just in time to abandon me again, leaving me with this quest. Well, I won't abandon you, Javi. Your assistant, Ed, he's a good man.
Well,
We will find your vault together. Don't worry. Thanks for the coin, but I'll make my own luck from now on. Goodbye.
I guess we're leaving the coin there. We are. Alright, let's use the cotton swabs. Sorry, Uncle. I need the sample to find out who killed you and why.
Goodbye, Uncle Javi.
Alright, so we got the swab there. Good. I think that's probably all we need here. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's see. World War II rocket-propelled explosive-laden card, but never used in combat. That does seem horrifying. Let's see. Oh, whenever you can show the cipher, like... Rocket-propelled card, gotcha! For some reason I was thinking like playing card. My mind is going to Gambit from the X-Men. But that might just be me. Alright, can we go to administrative? Like, what can we go to here? I'm curious while we're here. So no, even with our card, we still can't go to administrative. How about research projects? Excuse me. Oh, that's this place. Alright. He's probably not going to let me near the terminal, though. Good to know. And the ICU is, I imagine, where we were before. Yep. Alright. Anything we can actually do here? Junk! Just paperwork and a few health leaflets. I really don't need other doctors' paperwork as well as my own. Fair enough. Pigeonholes! That's where messages for the doctors get stored. I've never heard them call that before. That's cute. Hey, good morning, Doc Belvin. How are you doing today? I already picked mine up this morning, mostly just drug company ads. Let's see, that's just the reception computer. Hey, why is it newer than mine? I could just request one. I could request one just like it from supplies if I really wanted one. Let's see, is there anything else worth seeing here? That's Candace. She's worked here for years. She's a private sort of person. I don't know much about her. I'm not officially meant to be here today, so I'd prefer to stay low-key in case anyone ropes me into doing work. Alright, I guess. Can we go into the ICU? The elevator's a quicker route. Alright. Punisher, enjoy your lurk. Yeah, I feel like the paperwork there would really get around more if it hadn't been pigeonholed. Alright, lobby exit is floor 1. Alright, that's just where we came in. And then the basement is ambulance bay and maintenance rooms, which for some reason we can just go down to. What do we got down here? Maintenance door. The doors down here lead to maintenance. I don't have the keys. Alright. I imagine it's locked if we just try it. Of course. Sentimental picture of a kid and his father on a hilltop. Already enough art in my part of the hospital. Another maintenance door. Something on the floor there, but I can't look at it. A reproduction of a photo of a ripped canvas. It's almost deep if I could figure it out. Almost. That one's locked. Looks like a photo of a steel pole. Jake the janitor must be taking a smoke break. An extended smoke break. I'm a doctor, not a janitor. Alright, so I can't take the mop, unfortunately. That's locked too. That reminds me of the time I visited New York. Roping them into more work, we're gonna make all these people do so much work. Alright, so everything down here is locked, and all there is the mop, and we got nothing we can do with that. Including that, shoot. Alright. So weird, nothing to do down here. Not sure what that shiny thing on the floor is, but I can't interact with it. Alright, so nothing down here yet. 13 grand! Oh man, that's wild when you find something like that. Alright, so floor 1 is technically just leave the building. Can I check out the elevator over here? The fence is in the way. Yes, it is. For some reason I can't interact with the fence. Crane over here. Crane is for the roof repairs. Alright. Hospital. Home sweet home. Well, generally there more than I am home. Alright, I just thought of something else we might be able to do now that I'm thinking about it. Let's head back to, I think, Tortoise Security? Yeah, there's Ray. Let's switch back to Ray for a second.
Hey, Anna.
Talk
Hi.
to Anna. Anna, do you know anything about this pill bottle?
Here you go.
Sure.
I mean, I can just give it to her, I guess. That's a thing. I want to see if she knew anything about it, was all. No. Well, I mean, can she get more? Can we get drugs for Ozzy? He asked for $10,000, but maybe we could get him drugs. He seemed like he likes drugs. That could be a thing. Let's see, where was that, in the ICU? Alright, no, we can't talk to the nurse at all because she doesn't want to be spotted. Alright, so that's not going to work. Well, we did get the swabs, so I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's go ahead and deal with that right now. Let's go ahead and give Ray the swab and see if we can get an FTTN. The FTTN we need.
Ray?
What's up?
Here, take this.
All right.
Alright. Then we switch back to Ray. And I'm going to save again because we haven't done that in a little bit. Let's save over here. There we go. And we'll head to the hospital. And where are we going? We're going to research projects. Ooh, just got a message on his phone. Let's see what we got. Email Antivorta from A. Batra, which is his source. Disappointed. You're dealing with things you don't understand, but I can hardly blame a journalist for curiosity, can I? Don't think you'll like where this leads, though. Interesting. And a little bit threatening, possibly. Feels a little bit threatening. All right, we got the notes that he took there with the username and password and the archive box number. So we got that. All right, can we go over to the terminal?
Seriously, no touchy.
I get it.
Wait, no. Do I have to convince her we're still
What can I do for you?
maintenance?
I thought you worked the early morning shift.
I did, but I had the weirdest night last night. First, I got fired because of an email I didn't mean to send.
Oh no!
Then I went on a date and suddenly found myself rehired with a whole lot more job security and the ability to choose my own hours.
Oh god!
Wow, must have been a good date.
That's complicated. Who could have done this? I mean, it seems like it worked out in the end, so there's that. There's that. Yeah, she made it work. At the end of the day, she made it work. That's fine. Alright, so I don't know if we have... We clearly don't have our disguise here, or... She doesn't seem to want to let us at that machine, unfortunately. Yo, what a legend. Oh, good luck to you, Falls. Good luck. All right, give me just a moment, folks. I will be right back. I apologize. Enjoy the elevator music. All right, I'm so sorry about that. Nature called, and I couldn't think of anything funnier than leaving you with this hold music, so I had to. All right, I'm back, though. Those frogs are super cute. Also, EP, I love that emote right there. Elden Lady Salem, good to see ya. Liza P, Salt and Sanctuary, Hollow Knight, excellent choices there. All right, so can we ask, let's see. Let's put the terminal in our short-term memory and see if we can ask her about it.
What can I do for you?
Thank you, EP.
Don't you remember me? Maintenance guy from yesterday.
Oh, right. You people all look the same.
Wow!
What?
Maintenance guys, it's the uniforms.
Oh yeah, sure. Nice attempt to cover there.
Where's yours?
Oh, I got called in on my day off. Something about the asynchronous memory processor being out of alignment.
Oh.
Yeah, that blackout yesterday really did a number on a lot of systems.
Well, have at it.
Thank you.
All right, cool. We're good.
Never mind.
There's so much sass, Sim. So much sass going on here. Oh, God. All right, so we should be able to use the terminal now. Good. All right, enter command. I don't remember how to use this, so let's /help. All right, we can search. We can run a subroutine. I don't remember that before. Let's see. So search. Use an option. Search database by sample. Insert DNA sample. Why, we have one of those. Bingo! Morales' FTTN number, just like Ozzy wanted. Beautiful. Alright, so we got that jotted down. This machine is like a crazy paranoid conspiracy theory come true. Alright, so we got Morales' FTTN. Alright, good. Let's see. Search Antivorta project files. Enter search criteria. Morales? No. Trying to think if there's anything else. Did the game world say what FTTN stands for? Financial transaction something number? Yeah, basically that. Something to track international financial transactions. I hate it when my AMP gets desynchronized and I have to restart my Animus. We've all been there. It's unfortunate, it's frustrating, but it's a necessary part of using computers, probably. Alright, so... Enter search criteria resonance? I wonder. No, no result found. Alright, do help again. Back. What was run subroutine? Let's see, back. Help. Enter batch program name. All right, so that's not something we need to do right now. I have no idea what that would even be. All right, I'll keep that in mind at least. So we got the FTTN. Yeah, that might be what it is. Financial transaction tracking number, probably. Tadesius, good morning. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. All right, so that is good. I don't think there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else we can do here for the moment. Okay, hear me out. What if the Harvester sequel got other than Tim Capello to play the leader of the cult, and he charms you to do violent tasks with the sexy sex? It's $1 million idea. Oh God. We need to have some sort of FMV game with Tim Capello in it. That just seems so perfect. Impossibly perfect. And Valkos, number 1, good morning and welcome in. And number 2, thank you so much for 19 months. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. The Cypher? I mean, the Cypher was just Morales, so that wouldn't have anything to do with the terminal there. I think the next thing we need to do is take a good look at what locations we have available to us. Make sure there isn't somewhere we need to pop into and do something at. Possible there's somewhere else we want to go right now. I don't think we need to go to... Or Ed and Anna's apartments are both closed off. So we can go to the Juno Laboratory. We can go to the baseball fields. There's nothing at the baseball fields, though. We're at the hospital right now. We've been to Police Administration, National Credit Systems, and Tortoise Security. Alright, let's send Ed to the Juno Laboratory. See if there's anything else we can grab from the professor's lab there. Let's see, been a while, changed my schedule, and this is the first time I've caught you live in about 6 months or so. Yeah, I changed my schedule too. I was a night shift guy for 17 years straight. And now I'm working in the day again, which is wild. I believe you have everything the game is going to give you. Oh, God. All right. I will pull that up next time we are over at Anna. Gunship and Tim could make a killer FMV game for real. Did you know that there is a, I think it's for the Commodore 64. There was a adventure game. I think it was based on the Cocteau Twins. Old 80s band? I have no idea why they made an adventure game based on them, but it was a weird time for gaming. Alright, so we can go back into the lab. Me too! I do as well! Why is there an adventure game though? Alright, gives access to the building, network, file, security system. Alright, so we did use this before, but it seems like it was mostly corrupted. So I'm not sure there's anything else we can do in here. There was that thermal scan that we never actually found anything to do with. I don't think we had anything to do with it. So we need to set a temperature here. It is unusual. Why is there cold there? And then we can change the floors. I think that's floors? Why are there so many floors? Alright, can we inspect any of this stuff? We also get that weird QR code that I forgot to actually look up. I'm assuming the game doesn't want me brute forcing this. But I'm just gonna poke around a little bit and see what I can see. In case there's anything that just sort of stands out just by looking. I'm guessing we need some other information before we can really scan around. This might actually be like one of the last things we do. Come to think of it. Alright, yeah, so we'll come back to that later, I'm sure. Alright, yeah, all the databases on here were corrupted. I don't think there's anything we're going to be able to do there. Unfortunately. Which blows. If you click on any of the corrupted ones, it just gives that little bit of static right there. Menu and security logs. I don't think there was anything we check in there either, because that's all corrupted too. Which is a shame. But there's something we could use there. Alright. Yeah, we'll exit there for right now. And alright, there's nothing to add about our desk, and Morales' desk is ruined. Can we check inside the machine Morales was in? No, we cannot. Alright. Let's see. The electrical system in here is all screwed up. I don't need the servers right now. Besides, it looks like they wouldn't be any good right now. Alright. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to look at right now. Went from thirds to seconds and hours, went from 16 hours a day to 8. Oh, 16 hours is too much. So I'm hoping that new schedule works out well for you. That's horrifying. I'm so sorry. All right, so one other thing I was thinking about was, can Ray do anything with the security panels? Looks like a Mark 12 Basilisk motion detector. Mark 13 if I'm lucky. All right, so he actually recognizes this stuff. So we're doing the right thing by having him look here. Security camera. Can't reach it. Already got one of these in my apartment. Look, cogs and keys. Case is sealed. I feel like monkeys should be discovering the use of tools around this thing. Oh, it's a 2001: A Space Odyssey joke. Right, the cipher. All right, so we'll switch over to her. And yeah, so we can look at the memory about the cipher. I want to see what it shows in there real quick.
And so, if you use the key we just made to decode the message...
Ooh. Oh, alright. So yeah, his key does look different. Yeah, his key looks different than I usually do mine, so... let me take a look at that. That's not usually how I do Pigpen, but that picture there is different. So ABC is what I would expect. But then it has IJK across there, which is very weird. And then STU across the bottom. And then for the first X, all I can really see is L to the side. That's very weird. So those are all the letters I know definitively. So let's start with that and see what we can do there. Alright, so let's skip through there. Yeah, L was all I could see definitively there. But let's go over to Morales' journal and see what we can do with that. So that's what? That's 10 letters definitively. So let's work with that. So this is definitely A, according to the way he does the cipher. Got that. And then, let's see, do I see a B anywhere? I don't know that I do. It's not a super common letter in a lot of cases though, so we'll come back to that. Do we see a C anywhere? That one I think we had somewhere, maybe. Maybe not? Ah, right here. That should be a C. And then I will do next. I think we had that somewhere. Right here. That should be I. And then J is just a closed square, if we've got any of those somewhere. Right here, that is a J. And then K is that. K. And then S is this. Gotcha. And then T is the upside down U. I'm sure we got one of those somewhere. Right here, that should be T. I mean, just start at the beginning and fill in, you know, I mean, there's that as well. So yeah, we're doing this. So we got U is this. And then lastly, we know L for certain. And that should be L. All right, so we've got that to start. I'm gonna fill in, I'm gonna draw the rest of the grid here. Because if we can figure out the pattern, we may be able to jump to some with that as well. So we believe this is gonna be Anna. So just for right now, I'm gonna put in that as N. And that... Let's see. Let me look around a little bit. And this would make sense if it was M as well. And that makes sense on my drawing as well. Here's my partial. Pattern's pretty simple. I know. I just want to make sure before I jump to any giant logical leaps, because that's what I like to do, and that's dangerous. Let's see. I mean, this looks like it says journal. So if we assume... Oh, he has a different thing instead of an X, doesn't he? And instead of an X, it looks like he has some sort of diamond. And it's a little different from how I do it, but that's fine. That's fine. We can do that. Let's draw that diamond there. So, guessing that's O. Alright, so yeah. That's probably O. Does that make sense? I think so. That would make this R. Oh, no, except... Why is that a triangle then? That's weird. There's no triangle. It's really weird. No right angle triangle in the one I'm aware of. Alright, I'm just going to write that down. That's an O. Sure, we'll just make a note of that. And then put my X back. And that makes this R. Cool. Put an R right there. Alright. Anything else looks super obvious here? Let's see. Could this be Y is the next question. Yeah, that's very likely a Y. So let's go ahead and... Yeah, that would make sense for that to be a Y. Alright, so we'll put that there. And then I'll go ahead and fill that in on our chart. There we go. Alright. Keep looking here, see if anything else pops out at us here. I'm betting this is the word sending, and I'm betting this is this. Let's start here. That would make sense if this is a T. So let me move where I got this. Let's see. So O. I guess I'm still gonna draw a diamond here because it looks like we're still gonna need that, though I'm not sure why. So O is right there. T is right below it. Let's see. Now the urge to backseat is so strong. I understand. Believe me, whenever I see somebody doing one of these puzzles, the first thing I'm thinking is, hurry up. Oh my God. Get it done. All right. All right, so this would make sense if it was an H. Sending you this journal. So, we make a note of that. An H there. I have no idea why that's an H, but yeah, we'll put an H there. Sending you this for safekeeping, I wouldn't be surprised, but let's not jump to that conclusion just yet. This looks like myself. That's gotta be myself. And yeah, that would make sense in context there. So let's assume that's an E. Yeah. There's an E. Make a note of that. That would make this an F. Yes. All right, so let's make a note of that. And that means we can guess what G is right here based on the pattern. So I'll make a note of that. EFG, cool, cool. That's got to be a P right there. We'll put that. And based on the pattern, that means we can now guess O. We already had an O. Is there two O's? There may be two O's. That's very weird. Yeah, there's two O's. There's got to be. Super weird. All right. Very weird. We can guess what G is, so we can suffer like G did. Suffer like G did. So that's got to be a D right there. That makes a lot of sense. So yeah, we'll put D. And D right there. Cool. So that must be that's got to be an A. That would make sense. Still don't know what's going on there. But yeah, there's two A's. That was what was throwing me off before, is there's multiple solutions for that. Like, this has to be an E. Yeah, it's got to be an E. So we just have this weird triangle shape down there that, like, is extra to the puzzle. Very strange. This looks like a B. That looks like the word unable. Not something that's going to come up too much. Oh wait, no, we already knew B. We just couldn't find a B to actually mark here. So yeah, that is correct. We know that is correct. What are we missing? What are we missing? So this must be the other. No. That looks like a W. Yeah, that would make sense, actually, looking at what we know. So yeah, put a W there. That means we can now assume what X is if we can find an X here somewhere to fill in, which does not come up very much. So we'll see if we can find one here somewhere. Surely he used an X at some point. Oh, maybe. Weird, there's a couple missing letters there. Let's see. So, X. We're looking for X specifically. But we are missing a couple other things. Like, that looks like V right there. I'm just gonna assume that's V, because like that would make sense. And we can change that if that's weird. Any X's in here somewhere? Oh, there's a Q. There is, that's gotta be a Q right there, so we'll just go ahead and take care of that. Q. Alright, have you streamed any of the Wajidai games? Yes, we're basically trying to work through their whole catalog from the start. I think the only one we skipped so far is the Shiva, but there's at least one other one that I'm going to skip because it doesn't look super interesting. But yeah, we played all the Blackwell games to start, then we went back and started playing them in order. Really fascinating stuff. We were playing the stuff they developed and also the stuff that they published. Because even the stuff they didn't develop, like, they have really great taste in games. So I've been enjoying that as well. Yeah, I did like the Blackwells. I did. Like, they sometimes have the problems you have with older point and clicks, but they're very ambitious, and I think they're very interesting, and like the stories go in some unexpected places. I think probably my biggest problem is over the course of the series, from game to game, there's sometimes plot lines that get dropped, including one very significant one near the end. But overall, yeah, I really liked them, definitely. And how are you doing today, Tom? How's everything going with you? Hope you're doing well. And I do see right here the word exact. So yes, our assumption about what an X is correct. We can toss that in there. All right, so we are almost... I think at this point we can basically just start from the beginning and we'll start reading, and anything we're missing. We should only be missing, I think, one letter. So if we find that, we'll fill it in as we go. I am doing good, Tom. Thank you for asking. As you streamed the first and you forgot it was mostly dialogue-y, where usually I might like more puzzly. Fair enough, fair enough. I think the farther they get in the series, they lean a little bit more into puzzles. It never gets super puzzly, though. That is true. All right. So let's go ahead and read this. Dear Anna, I'm sending you this journal for safekeeping and to help you make the decision that I may need to ask of you. A decision that I myself was unable to make. You must learn what resonance is, and more importantly, what it could be. I will contact you with instructions. I'm sorry, Javi. No, I get you. Like, I prefer not to play Sierra games because I don't like adventure games with death states, which is one reason why I appreciate that you play them, because that has allowed me to see a lot of games I wouldn't play normally. January 13th, the calculations and simulations are real. My new assistant Ed has been checking them. These particles were just a ghost of an image, a blip on a screen during one particle collision months ago. They all called it a sensor bug, but these numbers don't lie. I'm going to try to repeat the experiment on the new larger super collider as soon as it comes online next week. I will be remembered for this. January 17th, Eureka! 3 tests, 3 successful glimpses of my new particle. They exist as the substructure of the electron, conjoined twin particles occupying the same space. But how is that possible? I do not know. I do not yet know, but I do know that once separated, the particles are only visible for a fraction of a microsecond before they snap back together. Is that one of the missing ones? Z, yes! That is Z right there in pulverizing. Not something that comes up much, but I think that's it. Pulverizing each other. No time for sleep now. Yeah, the professor's really into stuff that vibrates. Let's not think too hard about that. February 3rd, it'll be a month before I have access to the collider again, but there are so many simulations to run. I'm operating on the theory that the subelectron conjoined twins are occupying the same space, but not the same time. They vibrate through space-time in perfectly opposing yet perfectly complementary patterns. 2 particles drawn together, inseparable but never meeting. Last night I dreamed of Anna. Also, Tom, I don't want to bug you if you got stuff going on, but I was curious the other day. A game I would like to play in the future, but I haven't got around to playing yet. Have you ever played the Arthur C. Clarke's Rama FMV game? That was actually one of the first PC games I ever owned, but I never got very far in it as a kid. I was curious if you played that one. February 8th, this morning I found the simulator unlocked. Could I have been that sleep deprived that I left my data accessible by the world? Perhaps I should adopt a stronger encryption scheme for my notes. Perhaps I should invest in a secure repository for my research and data. Oh, you did play that a long time ago. All right, very cool, very cool. I want to go back to it and see if I can beat it now that I'm a grown-ass adult. I got nowhere in it as a kid. It was so hard. February 13th, resonance. That is the name I have given to the special vibration of the particles. Each particle in a set vibrates at the exact same frequency. This binds them together. But why do these twin particles bind to each other and not to any other? My theory is that no 2 sets of particles in the entire universe have the same resonance frequency. Every set is unique. Resonance literally holds the fabric of existence together. You need a lot of decimals to make every electron in the universe have a unique frequency. You need a lot of decimals. I remember it being very tough, especially the end has a timed part. Ooh, God, that's bad. Yeah, I remember at the beginning there was one of the puzzles where you could destroy items you needed, and you wouldn't know until you destroyed them that you just soft-locked yourself. That's one of the very first puzzles of the game, too, which is brutal. February... or 21? That's probably 21st. That was the third phone call this morning that has interrupted me. No one on the other end, just clicking. February 24th, remarkable. This is truly groundbreaking. I had Ed verify my equations 3 times. The sect particles? Maybe? Yeah, that is a C. Once separated, are not only strongly attracted to each other, but the attraction is inversely proportional to the particle's proximity. The attraction doesn't lessen with distance like gravity, it increases. The ramifications of this, the potential energy, like if there's no upper limit to it, that is utterly terrifying. What's cool though, I like in a game that does alien stuff and alien math puzzles. There's a game I played a while ago off stream called Sethian, which is very cool. And it's basically you trying to decipher an alien language. Like, it starts out with you thinking it's going to be very easy because it very much holds your hand at the beginning. But once it stops holding your hand, it gets pretty wild. It's also a very short game. You can easily beat it in an hour or 2, I think. Might want to look into that one. March 12th, every night for 2 weeks, a blue van with no markings. I'm keeping the curtains drawn at all times when working at home. Now, why are they here? I get the Collider again in 2 days. I've almost prepared the devices. I haven't told Ed what I'm going to attempt. I installed the Vault a week ago, so everything should be ready. Pi Day! Success! Using the devices, I was able to trap 20 pairs of sect particles. The devices block the special property they have, their vibration, allowing them to stay apart after the particle collision. The devices then each attract one of the separated twins. I have 20 sets to experiment on. I haven't slept in a week. Sethian doesn't seem to be available in Germany. Weird. I don't know why it would be blocked. Oh man, Blueprint. I want to play Blueprint so bad, but like I want to finish everything that I'm playing off stream because I know as soon as I start on it, it's going to consume me. Also, speaking of that, Tom, I don't know if it would be your interest, but there's a game that was... Oh, let me start over. I played Obra Dinn last year, or earlier this year, and I really loved that. But before I actually played Obra Dinn, I played a game that was inspired by that called The Root Trees Are Dead. And, oh my god, I was utterly absorbed by that game for like 3 days. That was all I ate, slept, and breathed for like 3 days. Amazing, amazing game. Very clever. Obviously, a game like that where you're like building a genealogy, not going to be everybody's thing, but I thought it was very cool. Basically, if you've ever played Obra Dinn, you'll know whether you're going to like it or not, I think. All right, take care of yourself, follows. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. We'll see you around. Have a good rest. Let's see. March 15th, 19. I just checked my notes. I thought I had made 20 devices. I have 19. Was I that tired? Did I miscount? I checked my lab, the simulator where I was experimenting on them, all along the route to my vault, nothing. Maybe I only collected 19 sets. Who could have taken one? No one even knows what I have. Not even Ed. I will be more vigilant about counting each one as I place them back into the vault at the end of each day. March 27th, someone was in my apartment. I set a piece of tape across the corner of the door after leaving and it was broken when I returned. I'm staying in my lab. Oh, awesome, awesome, Tom. If you want, like, the original version of it was on itch and it was free. So if you don't want to spend any money, you can get that version for free. The only reason it was released for free is because it was a solo developed game, so he used AI for the art. But once it got really popular, he's like, all right, I would like to make money, but I'm not going to sell AI art. So he hired an actual artist, redid every single piece of art, upgraded the UI, added a couple more puzzles in there, and the Steam version is the upgraded version that does not have any AI in it. But yeah, if you want the freebie version, it's basically the same thing, and that's the one I played. Although I did pay him for it because I love the game so much, I'm like, please take my money. SteamDB does report that it's restricted in Germany. Possibly certain imagery or symbols? That's weird because there's literally no pictures in the game, just symbols. So maybe there's a symbol that looks a little bit rude, I guess? That's very weird, because if you look up screenshots of Sethian, like, there's not much to see in there. Doesn't really have much in the way of art, per se. March 30th, I'm keeping Ed busy coming up with possible applications for resonance technology. He has a bright mind, many brilliant ideas. While Ed is occupied, I slip away to the vault. No one can know. April 2nd, I thought someone was ransacking my lab, but it was just old Saul the janitor. I shouldn't have yelled, but he shouldn't be in here. I need sleep, but I can't leave the lab. I found a comfortable position in my simulator, so he was sleeping in there. Jesus. Is one of the symbols similar to one from 1930s Germany? That's what I was thinking, but not that I remember. Like, the symbols were pretty abstract, so I don't remember anything looking like that. Let's see, there was a sale over on GOG, so many games dirt cheap, and now I have a backlog of PC games. But I'm almost done now with my physical Switch games. Ooh, alright. You'll have to let me know if you find any gems in there. April 9th, despite all of Ed's brilliant ideas for Resonance's beneficial applications, I've grown haunted by what have been left unsaid. The undeniable potential for destruction contained in these tiny particles. I saw the blue van parked near the lab. I can't do this anymore. April 10th, I was walking down the lab's hall in the middle of the night to the bathroom, and I heard someone else's footsteps behind me. I took off running and they gave chase. I locked myself in the bathroom until I heard nothing. April 11th, I've decided to send Anna my journal and some notes along with enough information to find my vault, should something happen to me. I'm glad I had her fingerprint encoded into the system. I need to make a decision myself, though, before it's too late. I'm calling Ed in the morning. Alright, so pretty much like, there's not a lot to go on there, but it does mention her fingerprint being encoded in the system. We can work with that. That's it. That's the message. Just like the Cypher games I played with Uncle Javi when I was a child. Oh, Uncle Javi, why did you have to hide everything? Because people were trying to kill him, that's why. Alright. And we got a mountain of points for that. Alright, so the fingerprint part, I think, is the thing we can act on right now. So let's head to the lab. Let's head to the lab and see if anything happens when we use her fingerprint specifically. Gotcha. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think you've got the right idea there, Kissa. That must be what it is. Like, it's such a tiny game, though. Like, you could literally beat it in probably an hour if you were, like, really smart, so... It seems weird. It seems really weird, but... fair enough. Alright, so let's have her use the terminal. And what happens when she uses her fingerprint? Denied! Weird. But it did say in the journal. I'm gonna pull it up again. Make sure I'm not crazy here. I'm glad I had her fingerprint encoded into the system. Well, he doesn't say what system. So maybe he's talking about the vault there. Oh, because he mentions the vault. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so once we find the vault, we're probably going to need her fingerprint to get in there. Gotcha. All right. Interesting. So... let's see, where do we want to go next? I don't think Anna's supposed to have the empty pill bottle. It's a little weird that she can't, like, give us any information about it, but I don't think she's supposed to have it now that I'm looking at it. So let's head back to Tortoise Security. And also, we were having Ed poke around a little bit. I want to finish having him poke around while we're here. I think we learned today that alarms are bad. Yes, we did. So we're not going to poke that, I guess. Let's see. Safe designs. Don't need the designs for anything. Small safe. Inlaid bronze safe. Locked. All right. I'd say it's primitive Etruscan terracotta. That wouldn't match my decor. It's not really my era. Oh, God. Holding out for the Pulitzer Prize. Super Safe Magazine's Super Safe Safe Maker of the Year. Horrible prize. To say, anyway. Alright, so for the ornate safe, I think we're supposed to have some sort of thing to be able to look in there, maybe? Probably? Although I did brute force that one side, which is hilarious. Now I'm wondering if I can brute force more. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it. That would be really funny, though. Yeah, we're going to need some way to... Yeah, there seems to be some mechanisms inside the puzzle box, but I can't see inside. Right. Which is a problem, granted. It looks pretty solid, understandable. Let's see, security info. The sign describes the various models of security system on sale here. Probably nailed to the wall, I would imagine. Alright, so I'm going to switch to Anna real quick, because like I said, I don't think she's supposed to have the pill bottle. I'm going to have her talk to Ray. I'm going to give him the pill bottle.
Here, take this.
Alright.
Can I give him the hospital ID badge? I only need to clip this on when I'm on duty. No, unfortunately not. Or wait, can I talk to Ray again? I could get fired if I give my ID to anyone else. Yeah, we're worried about the world exploding though, Anna, but... Alright, fine. So Anna cannot give the hospital ID badge to anyone else. And we can't look at the death certificate either. Not that we need to necessarily right now. We've already got the FTTN. So yeah, we still need the blueprints. We need the security code for the computer over there, though I have no idea how we're going to get that. Let's see, where's everybody else at? Ed, I still have no idea what Ed can possibly do that's useful, which is unfortunate. And Cop Dude, who is over here. Not sure what he can do at the moment either. Javi isn't using his fingerprints at the moment. That is true. Oh no, the machine, when it went off, it cut off his hands. So he may not be using his fingerprints, but nobody else can be using them anytime either. No hands, no feet. We saw that in the morgue, and it was horrifying. But how are you doing today, Wobbin? Hope you're doing well. Glad to have you with us. Let me get caught up on chat here. Yeah, Chance of Sinar is another one that I want to play. I've heard about that one. That one seems really cool. Haven't got around to it yet, though. Welcome in, Groshan. You haven't missed too much. We deciphered the journal. And basically it says that Javi was being followed by somebody. Otherwise, we haven't gotten a ton done. We did get the FTTN we need to look up the financial information, but we still need to find a way to bribe the hacker dude. And we got part way to getting the blueprint, but that one's going to be complicated. Let's see, Hollow Knight, Blake Stone, Maynard Keen, Castle Wolfenstein. Nice, nice, some good stuff there. Genuine X-ray specs. I actually had some X-ray specs as a kid. They were good for you, but they don't actually... Like, basically, it's just a little, like, hologram plate that, like, makes everything look weird. Something you know, whose fingerprints you need. Something you have, someone else's fingerprints. Something you are, not afraid to acquire someone else's fingerprints. Oh, God. Horrifying. Alright, so... we've got that pill bottle. We need to do something with that pill bottle, I feel like. I feel very strongly that needs to be a thing. Let's switch back to him for right now. He's got the pill bottle right now. And we didn't have anything else in the smartphone at the moment, I don't think. I'll double check. Let's see. No, nothing there. Got the FTTN on a separate note. This is a little dangerous, but maybe we can ask Ozzy about the pill bottle? Maybe get some more information that way? Instead of just, like, offering it to him cold. Let's see how he's holding up.
You in there, Ozzy?
Pay no attention to that.
Never heard that before.
Ozzy, it's me. I've got something for you.
What is it?
It's that FTTN.
Slip it through the curtain. Come back when you've got the money.
Damn it.
You in there,
Ozzy?
Can I ask him about the pills? I don't think he's gonna go for that. I need to find him something he wants. Pills? Like, that seems like something he wants.
Ozzy, it's Ray. Sorry for interrupting your quiet time, but what do I need to give you again?
Money.
All right, thanks.
That was a heck of a voice take. Holy crap. That was really good. During second college, I acquired someone else's fingerprints in a only slightly messy way with plaster and cooperation and consensual latex only. Oh, God. I found out this wasn't entirely unheard of or necessarily super uncommon. But when I was going through puberty, my fingerprints got fucked up for a while. Like, apparently it's just part of, like, if you grow real fast. But, like, if you looked at my fingerprints, they looked like they had just big gashes through them all over the place. But I didn't get cut or anything. They just looked like that for several years. Pills and alcohol to enhance the effect of pills. Also money for pills. He does seem like the type, most definitely. At a cubicle job once, I tried to hang a curtain kind of like that. Boss said no. Boo! Bad boss. I spent too much time in cubicles before landing my dream job as an investigative journalist. I'm never going back to that. So we can't do anything with the empty cubicles, fortunately. Although it does look like the two empty cubicles are different, sort of. There's a water cooler back there if we need water for something, but I don't think we do. What was the Antivorta file? Oh, right, the 11 Foundation. We never actually ended up looking into that, did we? We've got a number for A Batra. I don't remember if we did anything with that. Last time I tried to use the phone, it just wouldn't let me. Is that the same thing now? Yeah, I don't need to make any phone calls right now, he says. Alright. And I can't... Can I combine the Antivorta file with a smartphone? That's not the way to actualize my intentions. Oh my god, Ray. Why are you like that? Alright, follows, you get a good rest. We will see you around. Alright, so he says he needs money, but I think the pills are probably the way we need to chase down. Interesting. We can go to the hospital, but, like, Ray's not going to be able to talk to that lady. I could vault over the fence, but I know they have security cameras, so yeah, it's not going to work. Alright. No, there is a new word of the day now, weirdly enough. And the new word of the day, I can show you. We pulled it up earlier. I don't remember what it is because it's a big word that I'm not familiar with. Pangendrum. Noun, a pompous, self-important person or person of rank. Pangendrum. That's a heck of a word. Yeah, we got this email, but like, what are we supposed to do with that? Is that just part of the story, or like, do we do something with it? All right. Can we ask Anna about the pill bottle when Ray has it? Can we click on Anna in any way, shape, or form? What the... Maybe? Anna, can you move a little bit? Like, there we go. There we go.
Yes?
It was a little bit bugged there.
Here you go.
Oh, no, it gives it to her, damn it. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to ask her. I guess I'll have her hold on to it right now, but I'm like pretty sure she can't use it. All right. So there is actually an in-game help system if we wanted to, so we could use that. Just trying to see if there's any other avenues
Even somebody
I haven't thought about right here. All right, so what happens if we talk to Anna and we ask her, what do you think?
I'm drawing a blank. Any ideas?
Mr. Tortoise won't talk? I can't blame him. He's got his professional pride. I would do the same.
All right, so what if we talk to him with Ray? Because Ray is a giant nerd.
Welcome to Tortoise Security.
Maybe he can sweet talk him a little bit better.
JP Tortoise, let me quickly point out how important a good security system is. According to recent Aventine City police records, there are 2 B&Es in Aventine every hour.
Every hour?
Every hour.
Thank you.
Look, lives will be lost if you don't help us get that document.
No, I don't give out confidential information on my security systems, especially huge commissions like the City Archive.
Must be some way to convince him. We have to get into that box somehow. Not sure how we get into the box, though.
Talk to you later.
We probably need some tech out of the tech room at the police department, but our cop dude refuses to go in there. Massive rocket-propelled cart filled with explosives used by the Brits during World War II. Weird use of the term. Alright, so... does it change if Anna talks to Ray?
Ray?
Does he say something different?
What do you think we should do next?
Mr. Tortoise won't talk, huh? Well, if getting people to spill their secrets was easy, everyone could do what I do. We just gotta get on his good side. Show some common ground. You'd be surprised what people say when they like you.
Alright, so what if... I keep forgetting about the memory mechanic. So let's put the ornate safe in Ray's short-term memory and then ask Mr. Tortoise about the safe.
Did you make the ornate safe on the table?
I call it Self-Portrait as an Ornate Wooden Puzzle Cube. What do you think?
I like the title. Subtle, but confident, with a hint of ennui.
That's exactly what I was going for.
Nerds!
No one appreciates my work. Someday I hope to find someone who'll share my passion for ornate safes and puzzle cubes. It's kind of a lonely hobby.
Alright, that's definitely hinting we need to get in there somehow.
Talk to you later.
But they're talking about looking in there. I don't know how we're going to pull that off. I'm going to switch to the cop guy again. And make sure there's absolutely no way I can convince him to go into the tech room, because that seems like that would be really cool. You'd go in there, give me some cool technology. Have you tried buying the box dinner and telling it it's pretty? Rex says, I don't know if I have time for that, but suggestions appreciated. How are you doing today, Rex says? Hope you're doing well. Only certain officers have the key to this door, but I don't need any bugs or spy comms right now anyway. Maybe if I ask the guy about the puzzle cube? Maybe. Oh wait, can I?
You finished? For now.
Actually, before I leave, oops. Before I leave, what if I just ask the Johnson about the door? I wonder if I can just straight up ask him about that. Hey, Rapscallion, hope you've been enjoying your lurk. Pleasure to have you with us today. Alright, so tech room, going into the short-term memory right there, and then we'll talk to Johnson. Good to see you as always.
Johnson, can you give me access to the tech room?
Sorry, but you're not authorized to go in there.
Probably nothing but junk in there anyway.
Alright, so no, I can't get directly in there, because I'm not authorized. That's weird. So how are we gonna get that security code is the big thing.
See you later.
Let's see, so we can't do anything with the notice board. We know how to get access to the computer, but we need that security code is the thing. Alright, well, I'm gonna save real quick. It's 8:31. I'll save right here. And then I am going to take a small peek at the walkthrough. Because I am completely stumped at this point. I kind of know where I need to go, but like, I have no idea where to even start with this. So let me see if I can get pushed in the right direction, if nothing else. Let's see, we deciphered the journal. That's the whole thing. We went to the gravestone, that happened. We got the financial record. Got the empty pill bottle. Let's see. Yeah, we got Morales' swab, so we're good there. Oh, we missed something. We did miss something. That's what the problem was. I was sure we checked everything. But apparently, no, we did miss something. I am not so proud that I wouldn't use a walkthrough. Sometimes very handy. Alright, so we're going to swipe her badge, and that'll allow us access to the morgue. I was so sure we checked everything in here. Right here, that's what we missed. The ultrasonograph. A sonogram. It allows us to image the internal structures of bodies in order to look for wounds and foreign objects. I thought I checked this room pretty thoroughly, but no, apparently I missed that. And now that we've got that, I think we all know exactly what to do with it. So, at long last, let's head back to Tortoise Security. And let's see if we can solve that puzzle, because I don't know about you folks, but I'm actually pretty curious what it is inside that box that we can't see. Use ultrasonograph on ornate safe. Bingo! The ultrasonograph lets me see the inside of this puzzle box. There's 3 sides left to unlock. Let's start with green. All right. So those are like blockers right there, things that we shouldn't go through. Oh no. All right. Interesting. What are we meant to do here is the question. Put that there. Oops. Oh no, I think that might, yeah, I got it stuck. Reset. If only we hadn't accidentally solved that first one. This wouldn't be quite so difficult. I can't put that one in that one. Oh, but I can put that over there. Like, am I supposed to put that in there? Because I can't get that off the side as far as I know. Yeah, because it starts over to the side, so I don't see how I could move it out of there. Can't move that way. Move this up there. A little careful here. Oh, I can't. All right, so I have to be inside these things to move them. Got that. Interesting. I can't just push that from the bottom. Nope, I can't. Sometimes I like sliding puzzles. Not often, but sometimes. Yeah, if that goes in the corner, I am stuck. I can't move it from there, which sucks. What happens if I put this in here? Aha! So I can move the two of them together. That is a thing. Useful thing? I'm not sure. But it is a thing. And now that's stuck over there, so I'm going to have to reset. Alright, I'm starting to see the logic of this. So... let's see, how do I want to go about this? Move that down there. Oops, now I'm stuck. This is going to be tricky. It's going to be very tricky. Move that right there. Move that there. So now I can move that sideways. There we go. All right, I was overthinking it a bit. I was trying to get at it from a certain direction, but you really didn't need to do that. All right, I see what we're going for now. All right. All we need to do is get the right shape onto the right place. That's it. That is it. Nothing else. Don't need to make this overcomplicated. Let's reset this. Yeah, we already messed that up, which is hilarious. And move that down there. Over here. That right here. And in we go. Beautiful. Overthinking in a puzzle game can't happen, right? And for me, it's all I have. All I have and all I am. All right. See what we got here. This one's gonna be complicated. Especially because I don't have a lot of options for moving right at the start. Let's see. Yeah, this one's going to be hard just because there's so many shapes that I have to move around here. So maneuvering everything around will be a little tricky. That up here. We're going to move over here. Oops, nope. Can't do that either. Have it right the first time then? Maybe. Possibly. There. Oops. Here. Oh, but then I'm stuck again. Yeah, this one's a weird one. This one is very strange. Move that. No. One's tricky. That. It's down. I can do that. And then I can stash this up here, except that I'm stuck in there, which isn't super useful. I can use that to move those around, though, which could be something I need to do. Possibly. I'll keep that in mind. All right. I want to go about this. Very good question. I think I'm just doing what I did before, which I really shouldn't be. It was very tricky. That there. Move this here. Nope, I'm stuck in. Oh, yeah, let's reset. Very weird, very weird. All right, so yeah, this one's tough. This one's very tough. Okay. I don't have a lot of options at the start. That's the big thing. I think I have to move this one here. And then I have to do something with this one. And the only logical thing to do with this one is move it up. Which isn't a great option, but I don't really see anything else I can do with it. I can move that here, I can move that there. Need to, I can scooch that around. The ultimate goal is to get it into this one, I think. I think that's going to be what we want to do at the end of the day. So, get it in that one, that would be really nice. I don't see how I could, though, is the problem. Set. I can't move this one down either, as far as I can tell. There's no way to move that down. You can only move up or sideways. I guess that's kind of the case with all of them, in that you can't move them towards their open ends unless they're inside of another shape and they're the ones doing the moving. So that's a thing. Excuse me. It is odd that we have the option to do that. Just doesn't seem to be any other way to go about this that I can tell. Like, this has to be the starting move. I don't see any other way to do that. It does limit us some, and I don't like that, but I just don't see any other way to do that. But then once we get there, we're kind of stuck a little bit. I don't like that. Let's see. Once I get that one up to the top row, both of those are stuck in the top row and there's nothing I can do about it. Does really suck. Again, I don't see any way around that. There just isn't any starting moves I can see except this. Like, I can do this, but again, that doesn't seem very useful. But putting that there just seems like we have to do that. We've got options after that. Don't see anything to do before. Put that down there. We're going to put that up here. add anything? That it does not appear to be anything. We can get up here now. That doesn't really seem super useful. Alright, so... Hey, Aruka, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. I am trying to brain, and it is not easy. Cannot brain, I have the dumb. And I can't push two at the same time. It has to be only one shape that I'm pushing. Sure. Aha! There we go. Beautiful. That was clever, actually. I have no brain and I must think it was very difficult, but I got it. I got it.
You solved it. You opened it. No one was supposed to open that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry? You're sorry?
I...
This is fantastic. You solved it. For years I've been working on puzzle boxes like that one. I put them on display. No one even glances at them. But you must love a good puzzle as much as I do. We are kindred spirits. Finally, someone to share my hobby with.
But...
I'm gonna make you a new box. You are going to love it.
Thanks.
This is the start of a beautiful friendship.
Alright, friend, can you help me out then?
I really need your help with the city archives. It is so important that I get this document. It could save so many lives.
I could get into very deep shit for this, alright? But you solved my puzzle box, so I owe you something.
That is the most adventure game line I have ever seen in my life. I could get fired for this and probably go to jail, but you have solved my puzzle, so you have earned this. Hey, Alex, it has been a while. How have you been, Alex? How's everything been going? I changed schedules. I'm not on night shift anymore, so I haven't gotten to see you in a while. Hope everything's going good with you. It's Monday, but it was an okay Monday. That's a good thing to hear. I mean, we don't owe him anything, but he thinks he owes us something.
And if lives really are in danger...
They are.
Wait here. There's no way to change your security privileges without an administrator's biometric authentication. But the system has one weakness. This is a key card that gives you back-end access. It's for mechanical maintenance only. You could use this to recalibrate the arm that retrieves the documents. It will think it's grabbing a non-restricted document. But if you purposely align it incorrectly, it would actually be grabbing a different document regardless of the document security level.
Thank you.
Anything for a kindred spirit.
All right. The master keycard. This allows us to break into the master data retrieval system at the police station. Crazy, I've never even got a parking ticket. Now I'm hacking into police security.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to give that to Ray.
Hey, Ray.
What's up?
Yeah.
Here, take this.
All right.
Like right in front of Mrs. Tortoise. He's like, hey, no, don't give that away. Let's see. Things are okay. Living the dream as always. Playing games, reading books, making sandwiches. Excellent, excellent. What have you been reading? And also, how have you been liking AEW recently? Oh, it could be the Gibson. It's true. You never know. I'm definitely going to save after I did all those puzzles. That was a lot. So let's see where we're saving here. All right. Oops. No, not her. So now we need to grab Ray and head to, I think the cop guy is still at the police station. See if he's over there. No, he is not. Where did we send him last? Oh yeah, he's just in the other room. All right, cool. Alright, so you head downstairs.
You finished?
For now.
And then you talk
Ray,
to
hey.
Ray and tell him to follow you.
Come with me.
Sure.
And we're gonna head upstairs.
Going.
Yep.
We're gonna bring Ray.
Go on up. And remember, he's.
I can't.
And I can't.
We're gonna put him in the interrogation room. We did this part before. We're hoping we can get farther now. Alright. So now, cop guy needs to go distract the desk sergeant over here. We're going to talk to him. AW's on fire. I went to Spring Breakthrough a few months ago. Had Mercedes versus Athena. Oh my god. I'm so jealous. That's awesome. Reading mostly horror, starting up a cool horror anthology called Goblin by Josh Mallerman. I've seen the name before. I haven't read that one yet, though, but I hope you're enjoying it. That's really awesome. Alright, so we're going to ask about the copy room.
Johnson,
Sure.
We're going to get him stuck in an endless tech support
That's not the
loop.
right size paper.
Then
And while they're doing that, we're going to switch over to him. And we're going to wait until that guy down in here actually gets on the phone, and then we'll make a break for it. We gotta wait until we actually see that headset and him messing around with it, I think. Or possibly hear a dial tone or something. Just gotta be patient for this part, unfortunately. Nothing clever. It'll happen when it happens. I think. It was happening before. That's all I did previously, and that worked. Yeah, see, there you didn't actually mess with anything, so you just pushed the button, then turned around real quick. I would not have had enough time there. Oh my god, come on. Pick up the phone! You are literally killing me. There we go. Okay.
That's not the right size.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
you press the menu button. Then select the paper size section.
Let's see. There does seem to be a card slot on there, so let's use the master key card with the city archives.
Right there. No, not that one.
All right. Retrieval arm manual alignment. All right.
Button. Select the orientation submenu.
Calibrate target M20 and save.
Next. No, that's the fax button. No one sent a fax in years. Press back.
All right. So I guess what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to find a different file that we can pull out.
Press the copy quality.
And then we're going to,
Now move the slider.
like, we can misalign the arm here.
Finger. No, drag it. Your left knee.
Like, we're gonna need a non-restricted file in order to be able to pull this out.
Press menu.
Shoot, which means I don't think we can do this just yet.
Then go to selection paper size.
I think we need to figure out one more thing before we do this. So let's save that.
No, not that one. Alright, you changed the document orientation.
Let's head back to...
Select the orientation.
Let's put him back in the interrogation room. Probably gonna get yelled at on the way there.
Excuse me. You need to stay in the interrogation room.
That's fine. We'll switch back to cop guy.
But that's not the right size paper.
Then
Thanks, John.
Potentially staring at that board all day. Not thinking about the small commode. Oh yeah, it must be tiny. Let's see. Been really loving point and clicks again. Wildwood. I've never heard of that one. I play a lot of point and clicks and I have not heard that name, which is interesting. All right, so we need to get something that wouldn't be restricted. So I've got a theory. So let's head over here. Head over here. Let's switch to him. Oh, it just makes him hide in the room.
I believe I. Please go back to the.
I know. Oh God, do I have to? I have to take him back downstairs, I think. All right, so I'm trying to get him into my short-term memory so I can see if I can pull up a file about him. As long as that's non-restricted, I can use that to mess with the arm. Put Ray in our short-term memory. And then we'll head upstairs.
Yep. I'm bringing...
Go on up, and remember,
I can't...
and I...
Hopefully he doesn't get weirded out by the fact that I just took him down the stairs, stared at him real hard, and then brought him back up the stairs. Nothing weird about that. Just, you know, getting my cardio in. And getting his cardio in. This very recent developer was inspired by his friend with Down syndrome, so he made a comedy murder mystery story. Oh, that's really cool. I do love a good murder mystery. All right. So, I need to get him to pull an unrestricted file. I'm not sure what we can ask about. We already asked about the blueprints there.
What do you...
When document
Did I
requests
miss
get
anything
approved,
here?
And to help with the use of the...
What can you...
It stores birth certificates, blueprints, every document kept on file.
Oh, death certificates.
See you later.
All right, maybe I can use that to get in. So, let's head downstairs and we'll have to meet up with Anna and get the death certificate from her. And then maybe we can ask about it. Let's see. We'll get them downstairs because this is a public area, so we'll be able to get her over here.
For now.
Then we'll switch to Anna. Anna, you're going to get out of here. You're going to head over to the police station. And
Excuse me.
talk to Bennett, and you're going to give him the death certificate. No, Uncle Javi was family, and I need to deal with this myself. God damn it! Thought I was onto something there. Shit. Oh, I was sure I had something there. Well. Damn it. Like I just need him to. I need to get him to pull an unrestricted file. What else do we have in our inventory? Is there something else I can use here? Can I give the Intivorta file to him?
Right. What do you want?
No, I can't give him the Intivorta file either. Ed doesn't have anything except the tape and the screwdriver, so there's nothing there. Oh, geez. All right, so what happens if we ask for a hint?
Hey, detective. I'm drawing a blank. Any ideas?
I can get one of you past Officer Oink, but after that, you're on your own.
All right, so let me make sure I didn't miss something else, because that was the problem last time, was it turns out there was just an item I neglected to pick up. Let me take a quick glance at the... Let me take a quick glance at the guide here. Oh god, yeah, apparently I did miss something. Once again, something I was 100% sure that I checked very thoroughly.
Aventine City Police Department, administrative offices.
But no, apparently I did miss something. So let's head back to the hospital. And we head to the hospital entrance. Let's see. Let's go to the ICU. Yeah, let's see. Can we go through the ICU door? The elevator is a quicker route. Where? Wait. Yeah, I thought we explored everything here. Hang on just a second. I thought it said I missed something here. Oh, is it a scroll thing? Is that what it is? I didn't actually try walking into this room. Is that what we gotta do? God damn it, you can scroll the screen. Alright, that's what we missed. I absolutely did not check over here. Anxious man. Poor man, I know that look. Don't want to disturb him, that's fair. That's the way to the treatment rooms. If it wasn't my day off, I'd be in there. I'm off duty. Dr. Cheng would not welcome help. That's fair. Got some patient folders. Let's see, what do we got here? Alright, so. Got some numbers there. Is this one different? That one is different. Oh, hey! There's that drug there, Comfosil. And there's a number right by it, so we might need that in a second. 8468E. 8468E. Comfosil is that drug. Oops. Hang on just a moment, folks. Alright, I'm so sorry about that. Nothing like checking your phone to find a dozen missed calls from your boss. So that's exciting. That's all taken care of though. Got that resolved. So, let's get back to it. So we got that number there. That is the name of the drug that the guy dropped. So we might be able to bribe him with that drug if we can get it. So that's why I wanted to write down that number there. Take a quick look at the other patient folders, but I don't think we're going to need anything else. Just to take a peek. Oh yeah, I had to click out of the window, unfortunately, there, so it stopped it there. Let's see. Stealing people's medication causing long-term harm to further our short-term goals. I've mentioned before, it's a very much a thing in like point-and-click adventure games where like, there's always a part where you need to drug somebody to like put them to sleep or give them diarrhea. It's a very weird thing to happen in so many adventure games. And also is massively unethical. Also, somebody doodled something on there, that's weird. All right, now what is this? The Auto Farm. That's the Auto Farm, the automated pharmacy. Installed those things last year. Punch in a code, get drugs. I miss Henry, the old pharmacist. Well, we do have a code. Authenticate. Oh, they got a card reader. Let's swipe our hospital ID badge. Enter patient ID. 8468. Please enter suffix E. Confirm request. Sure. Yeah, that's definitely the patient we're getting it for. Excellent, excellent. We've now got prescription meds. Bottle of Comfosil. Alright, so yeah, I had no idea that entire screen was over here. That's frustrating. If even height indicated illegal, that's a good one. Alright. Head downstairs. Make sure my boss isn't still blowing up at me. We're good. Alright. So, let's see if... I don't know if she'd give it to anybody else. Let's see what happens if we try and give it to him.
Hello?
Hey there.
You're just shaking at the entrance like, hey, got drugs. Oh, hey, that's the sound of drugs. I like drugs.
What's that you got there?
I'm a friend of Ray's. This is against everything I believe in. But I need Javier Morales' financial records, and I need them now. I propose a trade.
Done. Here's his credit report. If anyone asks, I never saw any of you.
Yay!
But you have to promise me you'll seek treatment.
Nice doing business with you.
What was that Hippocratic Oath again? Don't worry about it. It's fine. We're trying to save the world, Anna. Morales credits. Let's see what's on there. A large payment to Tortoise Security, but what was it for? Alright, so he was working with Tortoise Security as well. So, let's see if we can ask Tortoise Security about that specifically. Wizard fuel. Oh, God. I mean, he's doing the harm to himself, but also we're helping? And we're breaking the law to help, so that's a little suspicious. A little bit shifty. Alright, so let's see if we can ask about the credit.
Excuse me, but did you have a customer, Javi Morales?
Maybe. I've had a lot of clients.
I have a credit card statement showing that he spent a lot of money here.
Okay. Then you should know in my line of business, my clients value their privacy.
Javi was my uncle. He died yesterday, and I need to know more about the vault you built for him.
I'm sorry to hear that. Look, I remember Dr. Morales. He seemed like a really nice guy. But this is my business we're talking about here. I would need proof of death and a copy of his notarized will before I could release my records to anyone.
Shit! We've got one of those things!
Thank you.
We've got his death certificate. We need to get his notarized will. Where would we get that from? Alright, so for some reason our cop friend already knows about that. Through the magic of video games. We're gonna go up just us. We're gonna see if we can ask about that from the records guy. That I don't know if that would be on file, but we'll ask. Can't be illegal. We didn't even use somebody else's ID to hide our easily traceable theft. Yeah, we're going to jail. That's gonna happen. Look for the helpers, oh god. And Geek Boy has redeemed Invest in a Harvester sequel. Like, I think that was something that was definitely missing from Harvester 1 is gratuitous misuse of drugs. So that'll definitely be in the game. Now, will that get us banned in Australia? Instantly. But, you know, sometimes you gotta take the good with the bad. How exactly are we gonna have gratuitous misuse of drugs? I think that'll be how you make petty change in the game. Like, you know, if we need to buy items at the item shops that there will obviously be, you just steal drugs and then sell them and then never think about the consequences. Then sometimes an NPC you sold drugs to just won't be there in the spot you expect them to be in. Don't worry about what that means. It's fine. Don't think about that too hard. Hey, Big Maximus, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. He's been watching the chat room. Oh god. Yeah, in point and clicks, they have immediate messaging, possibly telepathic. I don't know how else to explain it. All right, so let's talk to him and let's see if we can ask him about the will.
Can I get the will of Javier Morales out of this thing?
Is that the dead guy from the lab?
Yeah.
Since he's connected to your case, you should be given access, assuming he has one on file. Yep, I've got his will pulled up. Go touch the screen for the authorization check, and if you need a second copy, just let me know.
Oh, we will need a second copy. So this is box S27. So the will is in, let's see, S27 will. And the box we need is in T31. So we're gonna need to miscalibrate the arm so that it thinks T31 is S27. Or the other way around. Cobb didn't see it, I didn't do it, George Carlin. I like that. Alright, so we've got the will. Excellent. We will need to get a second copy in a moment. As it were, but for right now, let's head downstairs. And we're gonna need to give this to Anna. So she can get the information from the safe guy. Let's head out. Back to Tortoise Security. And
Anna.
Yes?
Hold this.
Sure.
Don't do anything with it, just hold it tenderly. And then we're going to switch to Anna. Anna is going to ring the bell.
Welcome to J.
All right, so show me the death certificate.
Here's my uncle's death certificate. It's really important that we get any information about the vault you have.
I'm very sorry for your loss, but I still can't give you anything without seeing the will.
Well, I'm working on that. All right, take that.
Here's my uncle's will. I'm listed as the sole beneficiary.
I see. So many of my vaults are custom designed for special purposes, but this one's no different. It was built to house electronic data and a number of small devices. It's designed to destroy everything inside if someone manages to hack through all the layers of security. Even I wouldn't be able to hack it open.
There must be some way.
Well, Dr. Morales gave me 2 sets of fingerprints to encode into the locking software. One was his, and I don't know who the other one was.
So this other person could open the vault.
Well, as long as you knew the key code.
Do you have any idea where the vault might be?
The internal power generator and battery give off a lot of heat. You might be able to find its heat signature.
What was the heat signature?
Alright, look. I just really didn't want to have to tell you this, but I've lost all my files on Dr. Morales' vault.
Come on!
What?
I couldn't tell anyone. I'd be ruined. Me, the top security expert in Aventine City.
Stolen?
Yes, someone broke into my office 2 months ago. They went through all my files. The ones you're looking for are the only ones he took. Oh, but I caught him on security camera.
Really?
Here, I got a printout.
Oh my god, isn't that convenient?
Thank you.
God damn it. Alright, security cam picture. I'm not sure who this guy is, but if he has a criminal history, the police might know something about it. That's true. Only one cop I can trust right now. Alright, so I guess we'll look into that. Let's talk to Bennett. And let's give him the security cam picture.
Have you ever seen this guy? I think he might be behind my uncle's death.
I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
Can I not give him that? A cop again
I can't
now.
place him at the moment. Ask me.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Excuse me. Have you ever I think he might.
I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
Oh, I remember the guy in the alleyway at the very start of the game.
That's it. Give me that. Yesterday morning, I was staking out this known criminal dead drop with my partner, and we saw this shifty-eyed mope making a pickup.
Take me to him.
You better let me check it out first, darling.
Darling?
Please, call me Bennett.
Awkward. Alright. Going all the way back to that scene from the beginning of the game, I'd kind of forgotten about. Always one step behind. We're getting there eventually, though. Alright, so, save over this. Alright, and where exactly did he go in? I forget which door it was. I couldn't actually see what door it was. I think it was the middle one? Alright, he knocked twice. Then he knocked once. Then he knocked 3 times. Stop knocking.
Hello?
Must be mechanized.
I'll go in and check it out. You stay out here.
Fine.
Door open, though.
Hello?
Oh, I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. What the?
Who are you? Where's that shifty-eyed guy? I saw him come in here the other... Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you speak English?
He's not here. This is a waste of time.
Sorry to bother you, ma'am.
ちょっと待ってください。
Same to you. What's this?
Gave us something.
A paper swan. All right. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, is it like the clapper, I guess?
He wasn't there. Just some Chinese lady.
Yep, damn it.
Chinese lady?
Gave me a paper swan.
Origami is Japanese.
Alright, so... Origami bird. It looks like something is written on this paper. I'll unfold it. Vault plans? Alright, well I guess we found the vault plans. Holy shit. Client J. Morales, Project Personal Vault. Viewing window. Tortoise's signature touchscreen interface. Fingerprint plus key phrase required for access. 2 sets of prints added as requested. Issue backup battery expels exhaust and heat. 185 degrees is what we're looking for. All right, we can work with that. So let's switch over to Ed, who has had literally nothing to do all day. Yeah, that's what I thought. She said, please wait or something like that. So interesting. Not Chinese, but he's not very smart. All right, so we go to the terminal. We'll log in. All right. Go to the utilities, and we use thermal scan. We'll set the temperature to 185 degrees. And, ooh, what's that? Unable to scan. Unidentified heat signature on floor, what is it, 88? The vault must be right, or B8. Vault must be there on B8. Now we just need to get our hands on the blueprints so we can find a way to get there. All right, which I think we are very close to. So let's work on that. We're going to switch to the cop. And we're going to head back to the police administration. I think I know what we're going to do here now.
Come with me.
After you.
I'm really hoping we got this figured out, I think. Trying to make sure in my head, check everything. I think so, yeah. So basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be asking Johnson to pull up file S27. And I need to misalign the grabber arm so that it grabs T31 thinking it's S27. Think I can do that with what we've got right now.
Going up.
Yep.
Ring Ray.
Going up. And remember,
We've done this a couple times, but we keep running into brick walls where we don't have quite what we need, but I think we've got everything now. We just need to get Ray access to that machine with the card he's got. So once again, we'll go over here and we will ask Officer Johnson about the copy room,
Johnson,
which will delay him
which button?
Forever.
But that's not the right size paper.
Then we switch over to Ray. Ray needs to wait for this guy to jump on the phone, and then he makes a break for it. This is the part that kind of sucks, because you just kind of have to stand here waiting. Doesn't appear to be any other way to get through this. Just gotta wait. Very patient. I'm not trembling with rage or anything. You're trembling with rage. I don't know why you would think that or even suggest that. It's fine. Just. Oh, please, 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 please. No, come on! God damn it! We were so close. It's not even like a timed sequence because it's not like he's on any sort of pattern. If there is a more clever way to do this, I am unaware of it. Like, I wonder if when I was on the ground floor, if I could have Ray, like, look at that and get, like, the phone number and, like, call them himself. I wonder if that was what I was supposed to do, as a matter of fact.
Hey,
for the love of God, come on! We already got there, like, twice. Why is it just killing us now? Hey, you Christensen, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you were doing well. Glad to have you with us. Oh, come on. Hope you're doing well. Glad to have you with us. Oh, we got so close to. Like when we were downstairs, this guy was on the phone constantly. There we go. All right.
That's not the right size.
Oh, for the love of God. All right, so now Ray walks over here. We use the master key card on the city archives. The retrieval arm manual alignment. Let's see. You know, I could see the labels before. There we go. Oh, because it was on S27 before. All right. Actually, really hard to read. All right. So it's on S27. If we hit down. Oh, we got to hit the arrow right here, right? That's R. All right, so that's T. So we need to put it on what, T? T4 maybe? Or no, it's supposed to be on S or M20. So that means if it was going to go to S27 from M20, or does it go from 0? Oh, that's the question. No, let's not overthink this. Let's not overthink this. So it's supposed to, we're supposed to target M20. So let's go to M20. Let's start there. Let's start there. And then we'll figure out where we want to go from there. 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. All right. So this is where we're supposed to be calibrating. This is the 0 point, as it were. But we want it to think it's at S27 when it's actually at T31. So we're going to go up 1 to N. Trying to make sure in my head that makes sense. I think so. Yeah. So it thinks N20. So it thinks it's at M20, but it's actually 1 up. Yeah. So that makes sense. And then we need to go 4 down, right? Or 4 up. Yeah, 4 down. No, 4 up. So 21, 22, 23, 24. So now it's going to think it's at M20 when it's actually 1 up and 4 over. I think that makes sense. So we're going to save that. And then I'm also going to save here so we don't have to do this entire sequence over if I have botched this, which is definitely possible. All right, so we're saved there. We're going to have Ray go back to the interrogation room.
Change the document orientation. Press the menu button.
Probably yelled at on the way there. That's fine. All right. Switch back to Cop Guy.
But that's not the right size paper.
Gonna break out of there because we don't care about the size of paper. Then we're gonna talk to Officer Johnson. I'm gonna ask him again about the blueprints.
So what do
Or no, we're not asking him about the blueprints. We're asking him about the death certificate, right? Yeah. Or the will, specifically. I ain't your guy, pal. I ain't your pal, guy.
I need another copy of that will.
Hang on a second. Let me make sure my boss isn't. Ah, gotcha. All right.
Okay, I'll pull it up again.
All right, so let's see if this works.
Go ahead and touch the screen again.
Oh, fingers crossed, everybody. I think I have this set right. T-31. We did it. We did it. The blueprints to Juno Labs look like they're all here. Whew.
There you are. We've been waiting. So, did we find it or what?
I think so. Using the lab's thermal scanner and the information from Tortoise, I found what I think is the vault's location. It's in the tunnels beneath the lab's decommissioned super collider, far underground.
So how do we get in?
There are several service and ventilation shafts that go from the surface down to the super collider. Using the blueprints, I was able to find one that should get us close to the vault room.
It's here.
Not far from here. The super collider passes underground. The lock looks pretty old. We should be able to break it and climb down.
Climb?
So this is it?
Almost.
Come on, let's get this over with.
Why? Don't. Oh, God. I'm sorry you have terrible taste in men, Anna. We don't need to save going through random. Oh, God, we do.
We're in a service tunnel underneath Juno's old super collider. The vault room should be 100 meters down this hallway.
How do we get through?
I didn't know the way would be blocked. They must have been using the crates to salvage pieces of this collider for the newer one. We'll have to find a way to move them.
Move them?
This particle accelerator used powerful magnetic fields to bend the trajectory of highly accelerated particles. We should still be able to start up the magnets in the ceiling to clear a path.
Damn it, Ed, was that even in English?
Turn on magnets, move big box.
Us use big magnets, box go to sky.
Do we still need this mope?
Yes. I hurt my shoulder when I was a kid. Accident with a truck motor and a climbing frame. Long story. Anyways, having a metal shoulder around powerful magnetic fields is a bad idea.
Right, right.
You three will have to clear a path for me. So, I'll hold anything you're carrying in case it's got metal in it.
You mean my gun?
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Under no circumstances does an officer hand anyone else his weapon. I'm staying with Ed.
Here, you can hold everything I'm carrying.
To tell you the truth, I'm a bit weighed down too.
Alright, the magnetic fields are highly focused and only affect the marked areas. Bennett and I can't be in one of those sections while the magnet is on, but you two should be fine. We'll support you however we can.
Alright, let's make a save in here. Right here. I like this music too. And give me just a moment before we do anything else. I want to see where we're at in the game right about now. Because it is starting to get late. I suppose the question is, do we continue or do we pick this up tomorrow? I'm thinking we should pick this up tomorrow because it looks like there may be a little bit more than I'd like today, and it is pretty late. The guy who keeps putting in the least amount of work gets not only love, but also all the personal effects, not the gun, thankfully. I was a little worried about that. But, yeah, unfortunately, he did nothing today aside from, you know, run that one scan. Literally nothing else. I mean, I guess he went with the end of the graveyard, which is cool, but also he's a creep, so that doesn't... kind of cancels each other out, unfortunately. So yeah, we're going to stop here. We're going to finish tomorrow. We don't have a ton left, but a little too much to finish today. He existed, which honestly, sometimes I wish he wouldn't. So yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap it up right here. I appreciate everybody hanging out today, especially I appreciate hanging around when I was having to step away for a second. I'm very sorry about that, and I appreciate you folks sticking around. Very cool of you. Tomorrow, we will definitely be beating this game, so if you want to see where all of this is leading to, I know I do. I hope we will stop back in tomorrow and see where we're going. For now, we will go ahead and wrap things up. We do, of course, still have one last thing to do for today. As always, that is... let's see who all else is online. So, if you are not done watching Twitch for today, Hopefully I can send you somewhere cool. I would like the opportunity to try. While I'm looking to see who's live right now, there's some links in chat you might want to consider. First and foremost, you're going to want to hit follow if you haven't already. That'll be the easiest way to find me if you'd like to stop back in the future. You can enable notifications too, that'll let you know when I'm live. I know I find that useful sometimes. And while I'm looking to see, there's some links in chat, like I said. There's a link to my Discord if you'd like to chat with me or the rest of the community outside of the stream. Feel free to jump in there, we'd love to have you. And we have a link to my YouTube as well, which is where I archive all of my streams. So if you want to catch up on anything you missed from this game, it'll be going up there. If you want to check out any of the old Wadjet games we played, those are all up there too. And everything else we played, it is all up there. And, ooh, I see something I am immediately intrigued by, so I think we're going to have to stop by there. I am very curious about whatever is going on right here. I don't even know what game it is. Oh no, I think that is it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I hope you will join us as we go raid. Also, Averter, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. We're going to raid fellow retro streamer Ann K. She is a fantastic artist and a very cool lady, and today she is playing some PC-98 adventure games. Right now it looks like it's one called Dies Irae, which I have never heard of before, but it looks both very cool and extremely anime. So I'm intrigued. So why don't you join us over there, say hi to Ann, hang out for a bit, throw her a follow if you like what she's doing. But hey, if you've got other things to do, I will just say as I always do, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world, and I will see you folks tomorrow for the conclusion of Residence. Take care of yourselves till then, everybody.